Yo, you should know that I play for keeps. Don't ever do me wrong and you can stay with me. Been through some tough times. Maybe I can't shed light, don't trust cause my ex lied. Maybe I should take
And
fight.
I've been through some tough times, told you my head's right. Heard about me, but you heard it through the grapevine. Baby, go take time. We like a Birkin bag on your waistline. Come with just slow wine.
Girl, you make me feel that way.
Hey guys.
Yo.
We back. Girls Gone Wine back in the building.
Y'all already know what the deal is.
The deal
Yes.
for this week.
Let's get it.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
All right, let's do a quick introduction around the table. We have C, we
Up,
have
guys?
Ellie, we have T,
Yo.
and special guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Mike T.
Yes, and we
Mike
got
T.
Victoria tuning in from
Florida.
Florida. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a second so y'all can like share, get your people in, so we can
Yeah.
talk some nitty gritty shit.
Yeah.
We got a guy today. What
It's
up,
guy
Teddy?
corner
Teddy
time.
came in
Teddy.
on
On
love
point.
him.
I feel like
On
Teddy
point.
was just
Every
sitting there
fucking time.
waiting.
He's like, yo, wait.
Teddy was like,
where they
where is
at?"
my girls at? I fuck with Teddy Hug Body. That's the number one fan right there. We never
Yes,
forget
shout
you.
out to Teddy.
Always looking for Teddy every week.
Wait, guys. If I'm not mistaken, Teddy has a birthday that was yesterday, no?
Oh, yes.
that's
Yesterday was
right.
Teddy's birthday.
I'm pretty sure it was yesterday.
Tell us if we wrong.
birthday, Teddy.
Happy belated to
Tell us if
Teddy.
we wrong.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Let us know.
Happy birthday to
To
you.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You got Vicky dancing over there.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, guys,
to
we have
you.
Mike T in the building
Mhm.
for some
Shout
guys
out to my
corner.
big bro for coming to the
What's
show.
up?
Going up, shout out to my sisters. Shout out to y'all though. You know what I mean, when we pull up, you know what I mean, you know the support is.
Yes,
always.
yes,
course,
yes,
of course.
yes.
Thank you.
All right,
Really?
guys. So we have a guy here for a guy's aspect on shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know who wants to get started on topics. Anybody have anything in particular they wanted to speak
Yeah.
on?
Do
Welcome
y'all? What do y'all have to say about
to
that TikTok I
Guys
sent in the
Corner.
group?
Yeah, I we gonna get into that. Not just yet, but we gonna get
All
into it.
right.
I actually sent
Sounds
that to someone. I
serious.
thought I sent it to you. But I didn't send it to
me,
you.
but it sounds
Yeah.
serious.
Oh,
No,
it's,
That's what I'm here
it's
for.
serious,
That's
and
what
that's
I'm here
definitely what you're
for.
here
That's
for.
my
But we
guys
gonna
corner.
get back into it.
Gotta catch me off guard. You know? Yeah, all
3
right.
is up.
He's far. That's why
You gotta get close.
we gotta
Yeah,
get
that's
closer.
Okay then.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Better,
To the-
that's
Pull in,
better.
talking
pull in,
to
pull
the
in, pull in,
mic.
pull in,
You know what?
pull in.
Yes,
Just
yes.
pull up to the
All
table.
right,
Come on,
Join the
Mike.
party.
I'm out here.
There we go.
Is that better?
So-
Is that
Yes.
better on the mic?
Yes, there we
There
go.
we go.
Mike, do you have any
Better.
topics? Do you have any ideas you want to talk about? Anything you want to speak on?
I just want to feed off your energy.
All right,
You know what I
that's
mean?
cool.
I asked
Respectfully.
y'all, like,
That's
what we
it.
gonna do? As it goes,
How
I might
about
have something to say. But
how about you, Victoria? You got anything?
What's up, Vicky?
Whoa. I'm busy here. Nah.
Vicky
She over there on
Vicious.
Facebook. That's why.
I said, do you have any? Oh,
There she
we
goes.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Vicky,
Damn.
why is it your
Don't know.
audio always?
It's
fucked up?
always
I
Victoria.
don't know.
I'm gonna need you to get it together.
Get it together.
it's still, I see her talking.
We
but
hear-
she-
We see them
see
lips
you
moving, but we
Trying
can't
to
hear
talk, but we
you.
can't hear
Can't hear you,
you.
boo.
I don't.
This is
I don't
what
know what's
happens
going
when
on.
you're
Shout
live.
outs to everybody in the comments for coming
Exactly.
through and pulling up.
Yes, share,
on.
like, get your people in here so we can talk some shit.
I'm about to
You wanna
say,
talk
Gotta
some
talk.
shit.
Give-
yo,
give me
Teddy,
5
you
minutes,
know
but
what?
I'm telling
Since it was
everybody
Teddy's
to-
birthday yesterday, Teddy, give us a topic. Give us
Yeah,
what's
Yo,
on
that's
your
a
what's on your
fact,
mata
Teddy.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you all, Gotham City Jokers family. Thanks for
Yes,
tuning in.
shout out to Gotham City's and Gotham City Jokers. My AC is that Jeff? That is Jeff.
It is.
That's always Jeff. Jeff
So,
always comes through.
Yeah, Teddy, you got a topic for us since it's your birthday? You got some hot shit you want to talk about? Let us know. Because I got a topic. We could touch on Tisha's topic because that shit. So
I mean, for the moment,
while we
yeah,
waiting,
Okay.
we're gonna touch on
Y'all
it.
still can't hear
So
me?
Tisha sent us a TikTok. I had seen it before. It was funny. You sent it to me. I had loved it already because I follow that podcast. It was a podcast, two guys.
Yeah.
And they were talking about what is the craziest shit you did for a significant other. like, but like that left you, right?
Oh,
No, not even.
So-
No.
What
It was
it
what
was-
is the
what did you
craziest
do?
thing you did for somebody who
Yeah,
was
wasn't
not your
your man.
significant
Oh,
other?
what?
wasn't
Who
your man.
wasn't your
Mhm.
significant other? You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
So like the first one was like I bought him stuff to clear up his face, and he cleared up his face and moved on.
and
or
got
whatever.
confidence
And got
left her.
confident and left her.
Just up and left her.
Teddy's comment.
Yo,
I mean, it could
Teddy,
be
we
vice
got you
versa.
next.
It could be vice
Yeah.
versa. Though.
So what's
Yo.
the craziest thing y'all ever did
No,
for
the
somebody that
craziest one
wasn't
I heard
your
on that
significant
video
other?
was Shorty bathed his mother
Yes.
while he went to go cheat on his girlfriend.
Girlfriend,
That is
yes.
not her.
Yes, that shit is crazy.
Exactly, Claudia.
So
like,
we're gonna go around
yo.
the room.
Vicky, I'm gonna need to hear you. I
Yeah,
can't
Vicky,
hear
you
you.
gonna
What's
have
going
to
I
on
don't know
right
what's going
now?
on.
You're
I don't know
What's
what's
up?
going on.
What's going on?
So can't hear
She
you,
could hear
sis.
us, but we can't hear her.
Unmute
I can
yourself.
hear
Maybe
y'all.
you're muted.
No, it would
Maybe.
show if
No,
she
I'm not
Yeah.
muted.
But
She's muted. That's why. So
I'm-
then, what is going
who
on?
muted me?
So
If you're not
I'm not
muted, then
You
what
gotta
happened?
undo it and do it
Claudia.
This
again.
is what happens when you read lips.
what is the craziest thing you've done for somebody
That
that
was
you
not
weren't with?
your nigga.
Damn, Claudia, it sounds like
No,
you be
you-
out here doing too much.
No.
of
No,
it.
We
No,
just,
that-
she didn't even
I
speak yet.
know.
Let's
Shit,
see.
No, because I'm trying. You got me trying to think and remember. Like honestly, I wasn't too long relationships. I wasn't like I ever really. You know what I mean? Like I never. I guess
Respectfully.
I don't know.
You were never in that situation.
I
So
mean,
what
I
about-
I've bought stuff for guys, but they were also like friends. Like it wasn't. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I don't think I've ever been that crazy to do something for someone I wasn't. with.
Also, so they can hear Victoria, but
But we can't hear her. So then, what did we do over here?
I don't know what's going on.
Vicky, say something.
Y'all,
Oh,
y'all
nope,
need to get
that
it
was the
together.
echo.
That's not
Get it
it.
together.
How many
Oh,
people in here?
man.
Let's just make sure that like we not.
She
pausing
said get
Pause.
it together.
Don't
I
do
seen it, I
that.
know.
I seen that too. Don't do
know.
that.
So
I'm trying to
okay,
figure
so
out
the
what is
worst thing
hers.
that I did
Wait, hold on.
Was-
Try to redo
Let's
this.
make sure everybody's not paused because
Try to
maybe it's
redo
not
the
just her.
thing.
talk to me, baby.
Talk to me, baby. I'm nice and
Victoria.
soft.
Talk to
talk.
me, Vicky.
I'm talking. I'm singing.
No.
You want me to start rapping?
Hey.
Yeah,
No,
no.
yeah.
No, we still
No.
can't
Still
hear.
can't hear
said
you, but they can hear you. Listen,
What's
we
those-
reading
what's those
lips.
two things
That's all that
down?
matters right now.
What's those two that's down?
These are the other two
No,
mics in
no,
here.
those are the other two
Oh,
mics.
got you.
So
Hold on,
the-
why are one of the
the
mics off?
craziest thing that I did,
It's only supposed to be 4.
the craziest thing that this is this audio to the
Okay, I forgot about
thing.
that. My bad. I'd be
she go.
crazy.
There she
Mm.
go.
Mm.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
So the craziest thing that I did was I put somebody on my phone bill and we weren't together.
Wait, you put
Bugging.
wait.
Not
I
for
put
nothing. Do
someone
you
on
know how
my
many
phone
times I've
plan.
heard females do that? Like just
Okay.
randomly put somebody on their phone bill and then
I
not
think
together?
that's the craziest thing I did.
I've been on somebody's phone bill and we weren't together. And I actually put my girlfriend on the phone bill
I mean,
too.
I'm still on
Liars,
someone's.
that's
I'm
like-
still on someone's phone bill, and we're not together. But
But no, were you guys together before?
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then that
no,
doesn't
we
count.
weren't
Wow.
together. It was dumb. I got rid of it really fast. But it
Nah,
was
I
just
really I really had a side chick with my ex fiance before we like even got engaged, and she put me on her phone bill, and then I put my ex fiance
So
on the
what's the
phone bill.
craziest you did? 'Cause you talking about the other way. I
wanna-
want to hear
yeah,
that shit.
I want to know. Sis, like,
I want to know. So what's the craziest thing
Um,
you did?
The craziest thing I've done for somebody who was not my significant other.
I know what it is.
Actually, wait,
No comment.
hold on. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
You gotta say it first.
Okay, so I actually have 2, one for each side. So the craziest thing I did for a guy was legit like house him in my house for an entire day because he got locked out. And it was my friend's boyfriend, but he liked me. So I just did it to like hang out with him.
Oh,
The
look at
plot
you.
thickens. Nah.
But the craziest thing I did for a girl,
Mhm.
That wasn't your
that was
shorty.
not my girl. The craziest thing I did for a girl that wasn't my girl was cancel a date with my girlfriend to be with her.
That's what we going with? Okay.
What do you have? What do you have? Because I feel like whatever you have is more. No. Bring that back. Bring that back. What do you have? What do you have? Because obviously I'm not remembering things. So what do you have? What? Please tell me. What's the craziest thing I did for a girl that wasn't my girlfriend?
Oh, T, real quick. I'm sorry. Johnny says hi.
Hi, John.
Is that the guy? That might be the
so
guy.
No, that is not the guy.
What's the crazy?
I like how she really tried to avoid the fact that
me?
we're gonna sit here and keep asking you, what did I do?
I know we skipping T though. Now we're bypassing T. Is that what we're doing? We're bypassing T now.
Okay, all right,
Nah,
all right.
let's
No.
let's
She got that.
elaborate.
No,
Go
she
ahead,
got
T.
that. She got that.
No.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
sis,
tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
nah.
But the only reason why I don't count it is because the girl became my girlfriend afterwards. So the craziest thing I did for somebody that was not my girlfriend at
So you
the
was plotting,
moment,
no? You was plotting, no?
the-
You
I
was
didn't,
like, no, you was
I
plotting.
didn't think about it because
You was like, yo,
she was my
did it.
girlfriend, so I didn't really think about
No,
it.
but you saying that afterwards the girl became your girlfriend.
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, so you was looking at
I
her
damn sure
like,
was
yo,
plotting.
she can
But the
get it,
craziest
like,
thing I did for a girl that wasn't my girlfriend was get matching tattoos.
Yeah, that's wild. See, you didn't say that. That's the thing, though. I got 7-8 tattoos.
So
like,
the tattoo I have right here
Oh,
of
you gotta
Roxanne
show
from
it.
a Goofy movie, she has Max.
Yo, Roxanne was.
Roxanne's that bitch, so either way, like I could get away with it, but
you could. See, there you go. That's,
I
that's
don't
the
deny.
question, though.
But I don't deny none of my tattoos. Like if anybody asks me, I'll tell them like, yeah, I got a matching tattoo with somebody.
Yeah, same here.
So
But
it's not like
it's
It is what it is.
excusable.
There's a story
It is what it
behind
is.
every tattoo.
exactly.
But it's
This one of my
excusable.
pinky I got matching. But either way, okay. So what's your craziest thing you've
Yeah,
done?
what have you done?
Mm.
Shit.
Let's go.
My shit at the top. Oh, y'all already know.
So let's go. What's up?
Yeah,
Talk to
know
us
me too
nicely.
well. Not
What's
even
up?
tattoos.
So
It's
what's the craziest thing you've done for somebody?
For
that's
somebody
not
somebody
your
that
girlfriend?
wasn't my girlfriend.
Nope.
Yeah.
At the time, she was my girlfriend.
No. But
we're
it has
talking
to be
about
somebody.
No,
who was
not
not your
even at the
girlfriend.
time that wasn't
At
my
the time
girlfriend.
when you did it, she was not your girlfriend.
That's a night.
I let the
Hi,
woman
Naya.
stay in my vicinity
So
while
you
she got her shit together.
Okay, so she lived with you. She moved
lived
in.
with me, and then we was good. Like, now it wasn't good. We was, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, she was out. Like, we wasn't together, but I still let her live in my house while
Okay.
I was, being myself.
Mike.
You know what I mean? Being,
Oh my
you
God.
know what I mean? Like, I'm outside. I was outside, and it's like, you know what? Until you get your shit together, you can still stay with me.
Yo, this check tomorrow is about to be
You know,
big.
like,
My
it's
niggas
like, you know
itching
what?
all day,
But I was also
bro.
like, figure it out. Like, yo,
Y'all
you gotta
see me
go.
over here,
Like, you gotta go, but you can stay here until you figure it out. And then it was like, yo,
Okay.
I need you to figure out. That's me being a decent human being.
Yeah.
And
No,
like, yo,
respectfully.
get out of my house. But also, I was just like, yo, hold on. You're like, you're
Like we're not
cock-blocking.
even
Like,
fucking, and I can't bring
we're
a
not
bitch to
even.
the crib.
We're not even doing. We're not even on the physical. So it was just
Oh,
like,
hell,
yo, you know what I mean?
You,
Like,
she ain't even trying to top you off. Nothing.
nothing.
Not even
Oh
a
my
slap.
God.
Nah.
I was like, yo,
All right,
you
we gonna
gotta-
change the
Since
subject.
you done had to leave.
That's me being a decent.
Nope.
decent
Since you done had to
motherfucker.
listen, I'm having somebody over today. I'm gonna need you to go to your friend's house for a couple hours and just come back when I
Nah,
text
but
you.
I was
Like,
out. I was
pretty
outside
they
though.
can't hear
You know what I mean? Like I was outside. I'm out. Y'all know I'm outside.
How
nigga.
about
outside
you,
all
Vicky?
day.
What's the craziest thing you've done
I'm about
for
to say,
somebody that you
Let
weren't
the YouTube
necessarily
world know
with?
since we can't hear you.
Absolutely nothing.
Just say it to the
I
public.
You're not
didn't do
pleading the
anything
fifth.
crazy. I did absolutely nothing, guys. Nothing.
Damn, no, she didn't say that out loud. Cause
Yeah,
look
she
at
ain't say
yo, that
nothing.
hand movement. She said, yo,
did.
boom,
I know.
boom,
She's
boom.
like, I'm not.
No, she was like, I don't do shit for people. She don't even do shit for significant
see,
others.
Vicky,
She's like,
we-
significant others who?
right.
Look, you see the
These
laugh?
niggas don't get nothing
No,
from
you know
me.
what? No, you know what?
Nada.
Like, I mean, I do
I've never been
things,
put in
like,
a
for,
position
like,
to do
especially when
anything
someone
crazy.
is my
So
man, like I'm more like of a giver in that way. Like if they want
Mhm.
something, like buying a
I be when we're out
PlayStation,
to
you know what I
eat.
mean, like stuff like
I
that.
be like, you
But-
hungry? Let's go out to eat.
Tanaya
we going
said,
to
no, I
five-star
would never
dinners.
do that. They
But
gonna
I've
cheat
never-
you
yeah.
and make your credit
make
go
your credit
down.
go down.
Yo,
I
Naya,
agree.
no, not for nothing. I don't know what it is about this kid, but her credit is the best thing in her life right
She got
now.
800.
That's
Like,
what you need.
She got an
15.
800
got
for sure.
800.
She got 800 for sure.
Tanaya is 15.
All right, guys. So, birthday boy had a fucking
Yes.
topic.
Yes, what's
Yes,
up with
he
the birthday
did.
boys
Said, why
topic?
can't females ever admit when they're wrong?
Ooh.
Well, listen, I don't know what
That's
kind
a
of
little-
female.
I'm
That's a
admitting when
little
I'm wrong.
biased
Exactly.
to me.
And don't
Exactly.
care.
That's a little
I won't.
biased.
Let's hear why.
Apologize.
I don't know because I feel like Like, I'm the type that I'll admit where I'm wrong. You don't have to be completely wrong, just like he might not be completely wrong. If we're talking about something or something goes wrong, like there's fault in everything, right? So I'm gonna own up
Right.
to what I feel I was wrong about.
Uh-huh.
Now it depends on the
That's what I'm saying,
situation.
what you feel
That's what I'm
that you're
saying.
you're wrong about, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you just said, right?
No, yeah, what I feel
Yeah.
is wrong because people have different
Mm-hmm.
boundaries or different
I agree.
opinions or perspectives. So it's like I might not feel that I'm wrong about something you might think I'm wrong about, but we have to agree to disagree, and I'll agree. Just like if
I
you
think
don't
you're
agree with
wrong.
me, I'm not gonna be like, well, you're wrong, and that's it. I'm done. No, you know what? I agree to disagree. I don't.
Yeah,
See,
same
that, I
here,
think that's
same
what
here.
they're talking about. You know what I mean? That's what they're talking about. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You
But
know
it's
what I
not
mean?
always like
same
that. That's
here.
a gray area
It's always like
on
that.
some things, because some
Honestly,
things is
Right.
like
you
I
know.
was just gonna respond when you were reading the question, and I was like, hey, we're like, I don't agree with it because I'm one person to also, point my wrongs out.
Right.
You know what
That
I mean?
I feel like that's
Like
where they're going about. It's like there is the gray area of like, you know what, there's somebody's wrong. This line right here. There's
Yeah.
somebody's right about one aspect of it.
Mhm.
But then there's somebody who like I call it, sometimes for
Yeah.
me, because I be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
then
like
you
it's
be
like,
like,
yo,
oh, like I'm
ah,
wrong.
and then maybe tomorrow I'll be like, yo, I was wrong about this total aspect of
Yeah.
one
And
area
sometimes you
of it.
need a minute.
You know what I don't
And
like
that-
though?
Sometimes you need a minute to think
You know
about
The
it.
minute-
exactly.
the
You need a
minute to
day.
be like, you
not
know
even
what?
a minute. You need like a day.
No,
or
but that's
two,
what I'm saying. Like you need
Right.
time to
Yeah.
like process what
But-
happened, especially with an argument.
I
'Cause
didn't
I-
even
No.
know she joined the live.
Once tensions are done flaring,
Yeah.
like you start thinking clear minded. You level headed. So you could be like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I didn't see it from
Yeah.
that perspective.
Mhm.
But at the same token, it's always good, especially with females, because we tend to be a little bit more emotional than men.
Yeah.
So, and the problem is, and I wanted to talk about this, so I'm glad you brought that up. Communication levels, right? I feel like
Communication is
men
key.
have a problem communicating because they feel like if they tell us about their
Ooh,
feelings,
that's a segue.
we're gonna see them as sensitive.
That's the
wait,
segue.
wait. You're gonna okay. Did you see
Exactly.
the video? Did you see
Yes.
the video I brought up?
Yes.
Okay.
So I
That's the
feel
segue
like
I was
if I ask a guy, I feel like guys are always more defensive because they don't want to come off as soft
there we
or
go.
sensitive, but
Mm.
you have to tell me how you feel in order for me to understand where you're coming from.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
so
realized
funny.
person who has the matching tattoo is actually on the live today.
Hey, what's up, matching tattoo? No, but you know what I don't like when it comes to situations like that, like especially like Teddy, you said why can't women? I don't know what women you're dealing with, but obviously you have some women over here who are willing to say when they're wrong. But why does a guy, right? When a woman is wrong, it's like he makes it an effort to make it a big deal to show her that she's wrong.
Right there.
Yeah.
Push
You
that
get what
up.
I'm saying? Like if you're wrong
Pop it
on
up.
something, it's like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like that's my whole thing. It's like explain to me what's wrong. Like what's your perspective? How do you feel about it? Like I've gotten into arguments with people. I've
Yo,
gotten
they're a
in
mess.
I've gotten no. I know he said I didn't say all. No, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
I think it's just lack of communication too, because it's always good to have like an explanation, and people that will sit there and be like, oh, I'm right because I'm right. No, you don't want to deal with people like that, because at the end of the day you're not willing to grow with that person.
Yeah.
You have to see their perspective at some point. But my only thing, we were talking about how men are called sensitive when they express themselves.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that men should express themselves. And if a woman ever makes you feel like you're not man enough, or if because you're being sensitive, because you're being open, fuck them.
Yep.
Fuck them. Who
I
hurt
agree.
you? Who hurt you? Because obviously, how do you expect a man to understand you and want to be with you if you can't sit there and
Well, men
know-
and women, like
no,
we're
of
also
course.
talking for
but
you
I'm
know
saying,
like for
no, because I know that's a big thing with men. A lot of men are a little bit turned off by the idea of being open to their girls or their significant others, because they don't want to look soft. They don't want to look sensitive. But you have to make sure that you have to communicate with your partner, and part of that is talking about your feelings.
yeah.
And it's like, I can't sit here if you're upset with something I'm doing, but you ain't trying to tell me it makes you feel away because you don't want to seem soft or bothered. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't like one of my friends, or if you think somebody's getting a little close to me, I want you to be able to be like, listen, babe, I trust you,
Mhm.
but I kind of don't like your friend. I'm getting vibes. I'm doing it. That's sensitive. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you just jealous. You being mad sensitive.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, what makes you feel that way? Explain to me.
Yeah.
That way, I'm not looking at you. If you just saying one thing and you want to stand by it but not explain,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yo, that's
Yeah.
why a lot of women do be like, oh, you're sensitive, you're
And that's
soft,
why,
you're
like,
doing too
and
much.
that's why I put that video up on social media, and I sent it, and some people, like, I had a homegirl, like, she made a joke of it, but in the comment she wrote, like, well, I definitely need a masculine, like, I can't have all that emotional stuff, because guys, you know what I mean, like, they're too sensitive. And I kind of, like I said, like, I agreed as to a point, where you, as a woman, and let me, for you, you're more masculine, right?
Mhm.
So for a woman, for me, I'm a little bit of both. Like, I have my, my I'm more feminine, but I'm also masculine in different ways because of just the stuff that I've had to deal with, the way that I've grown up. But I feel like I do need that masculine man so he can put me into that feminine energy,
Mhm.
but also be real with knowing, spirituality, emotional and mentally, like, he needs to be strong. And, like, I agree with Ellie, like, if women are always asking guys, like, oh, tell me how you feel, like, can you do this, and then all of a sudden turn around and then ridicule them when they express that, how can a man be sensitive if you're
Who's
gonna
the
just
paper
throw it in their
And
face?
that's exactly why I get mad when men are like, oh, my girl's always nagging. You know why she's nagging? Because it's not really nagging. She's telling you what the problem is. And if she keeps saying the same thing, that means you're not addressing it. So if she feels the need to keep repeating herself, it's because obviously it's the
You're
same
not getting it.
problem. You're not getting
It's
it.
a reoccurring. It's
It's a
reoccurring problem.
reoccurring issue that needs to get
Yeah.
solved.
And
I-
it's and I
I
again,
get
and it's
that.
vice versa. I feel
And that's
like,
not good communication either.
and it's vice
Right.
versa,
But
because
That's lack of communication.
men do it too.
But
You
they
know,
can't hear me.
there are men that try to communicate with their females and be like, listen, this is not happening. And the female keeps going on, and again, she wants to take over that masculine spot.
Now
It's
you
just
know the
like,
problem.
there's
But
no.
that's
oh, and
gender
I just
roles.
wanted to read
So
this.
that's- so this is
Jeffrey said,
topic.
I've explained my position on things to women, but I haven't pushed that I was right. Karma has a way of getting things right.
But
Men have been conditioned to always be the hard one, the provider, the protector. Any show of feelings or sensitivity is a sign of weakness.
which he's right in one way. As he's a male, expressing his, you know what I mean. So I
His
get
perspective.
that. His
Mhm.
perspective
Yeah.
of things, and I get that. You know what I mean? Like as y'all that have known me, like Ellie, you've known me for like damn near 10 years. T, you know me for damn near just as long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Claudia's
One
know all this
day,
that role,
1
and
hour.
you already know my energy. So like it's that it is a way that sometimes it's like you feel like you have to do a certain, you know what I mean, you have to oblige by a certain type of, role.
Yeah.
As a man, we feel like
Yeah.
we have to do certain things, and I've been doing that with certain, my son is going to be 11 in a couple months, my daughter will be 8 in October, like, you know what I mean, like those type of things we feel like, and I'm about to be 33 years old, we feel like we have to do certain things, but
Yeah.
we don't like certain things. Is like I love women to the certain way, and I respect what y'all do in life and certain things. My mother, my sister, my aunt, my grandmother, rest in peace. All that, like all those type
Yeah.
of things, like they held it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also there's no gender roles, but that goes back to gender roles. I feel like this is what the conversation is going to.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
like they expect certain gender roles? There is no gender roles. Like we all have to hold
Yeah.
Do
down
you know how
certain things.
annoying it
Yeah.
Y'all
is?
shouldn't have to do certain things just because. When I have my kids, as technically a single father, my baby mother as a single mother, when she has my kids, even though she has a significant other and all these other things, when I have them, I have to make sure they eat, make sure they bathe,
Yeah.
make sure they this,
Yeah.
make sure they
But-
everything.
But this is where it comes from, and I think where this gentleman made the comment that he made as why men were providers, right? Because now through the generations, right, those roles have changed because there are plenty families that have been separated, right?
Mhm.
And we become single parents now, fathers who are actually part of their children's lives. You know what I mean?
A
Who
different
come
aspect that
who
they
an
were
aspect
back then.
where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, they now realize, okay, this is what women do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
This is
agree.
what a lot of
As far as back in the day concerned there is like making sure laundry's done, making sure they eat,
Yeah.
laundry,
making sure all
food, and all that other
right.
stuff, you know. So like I said,
Uh-huh.
it has changed through the generation, but there's also an aspect where if you could be the same sex and in a relationship, or you know,
that's a whole difference in this time.
you know
of
what I
day,
mean.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is
Uh-huh.
you're still gonna have your masculine and your feminine person.
Right.
You know what I mean? One is always going to want to be able to provide a little bit more financially, physically, than the other one is going to be a little bit more maternal.
Agreed.
You know?
For sure.
And
That's a
I
great.
think like what it is just like, again, people.
I don't think people understood the shift change. It's not,
exactly.
Like, well, partially it's like a shift change. It's like, you know what? It is a gender neutral thing nowadays, and that the things as much as we understand that, like, and we try to say like we don't care about people and their sexuality needs. Somewhere subconsciously, it's still there somewhere. That like people just don't under like, oh yeah, I don't care, like this person is, you know, is like this or they're like that, and it's like, and we don't, but like we gotta also, there's a lot of aspects to understand. You're like, oh, I don't care that my friend is gay, and either aspect of it, whether it's as a lesbian, you know, person or gay, you know, a male gay or trans or whatever. We're like, yo, honestly, that's them. That's my friend. That's my friend. It's always going to be my friend. That's family. That's whatever. And, or trans or whatever. And we say, we don't care. And we really don't, because it's like, that's our people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as we don't understand the whole thing that goes with it. And I think as, you know, gender neutral or whatever, like us, like me, I'm just a straight male. I mean, I love my lesbian friends. I love my gay friends. I love my trans friends. I have a few on all aspects. Yeah. And it's like, and they are who they are. And they are who they are. And I love them the same exact. It doesn't matter. And it's me as a straight black male father. It's like, it seems weird because it was weird to somebody like me who's just a straight black male father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, like back in the day, it seemed like, you know, like somebody like me that's like, we don't, like we had a problem with lesbian women or a problem with gay males. No, I have a whole gang of them. Like it don't matter. So that aspect of things is just like, you know what, at the end of the day, shit don't matter.
So Daniel said the only issue with the masculine role and how women take it, there is a high percentage that take it the wrong way, and then the guy gets hit with the "you're not my father." It's tricky.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to shed light on.
That's what we're trying to shed light, because it's like it's like a lot, and again, it's the shift, right? It's the shift within the generation where a lot of females grow up now thinking like, oh, I can handle this or I could do this, and it's just like, well,
it kind of changed, because back then the man was the head of the household.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So so now it's like no, now we're a team. You know, it's a team effort. Nobody's in front of anybody. Nobody should be telling anybody what to do. Y'all should be getting it done as a team. Even if you're like,
it's a partnership.
Yeah, it's a partnership. Even if you're single parents, if you're not
though.
together, it's still a partnership.
That's the point of marriage,
it's a partnership to an extent. As a single parent, you get what I'm saying? And this is where I'm gonna come from.
Single parent was never supposed to be what it was.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I know I'm not even religious, but like as far as like getting married and being all that, it was always supposed to be a partnership, but there were roles.
Roles.
Gender roles can switch. That's fine. Yeah. But marriage, so that to me, that this conversation will get back into things of like now people don't see the aspect of marriage no more. I really don't as much, but like other people do. But like there's roles. It's like, you know what, this person does that, but it should be a partnership as far as to me. Yeah. So only to
no, and I agree, and that's why I say as a single, because I'm a single woman with 2 kids. You get what I'm saying? And it is completely different than when I was with my partner on all the stuff that I have to physically take care of. Right. As a single person. Now we co-parent. I can say the
opposite side.
We co-parent. We co-parent. You know, he's there. Like if they get in trouble, you know, whatever it takes part of school, whatever. But at the end of the day, my house, I got to take care of everything. Get up, take the kids. Ain't nobody else coming over here and taking the kids. I am. You know what I mean? I'm the one that has to make sure the house is clean. No one else is doing that. Doing the laundry, making sure that he
don't have to do that at home for himself, though.
But
respectfully,
but for himself. But for the most part, though. But for the most part, I'm taking care of 2 other people. You're only getting them every weekend or when you come to, you know what I mean?
I used to have I used to have the same
different.
thing. You know what I mean? I used to have the same thing. There was a point in time that I had my kids more so now. She has more so, but there was times that like I was really doing it.
But that's
so
what
that's why I want to say like fuck gender roles.
You understand it in that aspect, and believe me, like
but more so now, like yo, my kid's mother had them, more than I do.
And I have a lot of friends.
A few years ago that she had them more. But at this point in time, she has them more than I do. So there's that it goes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't discount. And that's what I'm saying. I don't discount that. Like for you as a man, because my best friend, may he rest in peace. You know, he at one point had custody of all his children. You know what I mean? And he took on that role because he wanted to. But then down the line, he also had like someone else, another partner that came in his life. Right. But I have plenty of other male friends who want to be a part of their children's life and have mothers who are like piece of shits, who don't let them be part of their children's lives. You know, there comes where
and
it comes to
that's selfishness. Because at the end of the day, it's like if you don't want to be with me, then then you can't see the kids.
And that is selfishness, and that's fucked up because then you know they lose time, right? A child grows up thinking a certain way about a parent. You know what I mean? Right. And then not realizing that this person is financially providing. You know what I mean? And also wanting to be a part of the child's life. You know, not everyone is like that, but like again, like I understand it in all aspects because I actually deal with that in my life. Yeah. But I just feel like when it comes to certain roles, if you're not making an effort, if you're masculine or not, when it comes to taking on a certain role, when it comes to a partnership or a family, then you need to be able to step up and step back and come to terms where it's like, okay, I'm just, you know, better off with this person instead of dragging this person, you know, with you when you're not getting what you need from each other. You know?
Actually, agreed for sure.
Yeah. But we touched on something that I want to backtrack to because it was another topic. Yeah. We were talking about the masculine and feminine energy, and one of the topics that I have for today is a question that I got from a male source that wanted me to talk about something. His question was, if females are gay, why are they attracted to women that dress or present themselves manly or as men? And I thought Tisha would eat this subject up. So I said, let me bring this to the table.
Yes.
You want to talk about it or no?
You know what, T? T, we were kind of having that conversation too, I think, like sometime.
Because I told them my perspective, but there's no better perspective than from you.
Conversation, that question probably came from.
Do you want to kind of want to hear what I was saying?
I'm gonna need you to tell me what you said first.
Okay, so what I explained from my perspective, because obviously I am not with a woman, but what I said was it's all about the energy. It has nothing to do with the actual sex, right? So I personally know men that are less masculine than the energy that she presents. Therefore, just because they're attracted to someone that might be more in their masculine energy doesn't necessarily mean they want a man. They want a woman, but they enjoy the masculine energy that the woman brings out. Just like some masks are attracted to feminine, right? Because they love the feminine energy. It's the same thing I feel like with guys too. Some guys that are gay want a more manly man and some want a more feminine energy guy. I feel like it's all about the energy. I don't think it has to do with the actual sex aspect. You tell me.
I need a drink for this because this is going to be a very.
I mean, you know what though? That's a good perspective, I guess, in a way, because we're not gay.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice mix.
Because
like I know men that are gay, that are more feminine than I.
But then also,
I'm not going to be attracted to somebody. You know, somebody's not going to be attracted to me because I might present more aggressive masculine energy, and it's like, oh, I need somebody that's a little bit more feminine. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's necessarily like, oh no, like
I don't think it's necessary just for like,
it has nothing to do with the gender part, because guess what, whether they're a femme or not, if they're gonna use a strap, they're gonna use a strap.
Yeah.
right? If they're not, they're not.
Yep.
If you're two feminine gay men, y'all giving each other the D. If you're two manly men,
I have
y'all
gay
giving
male
each
friends
other the
that
D.
done that, like, and it was weird.
But that's
to
what I'm
me
saying.
to see.
The energy,
But
right?
I'm like,
Because you
damn,
have
like, yo, y'all
we have
both
gay
two-
friends that
two-
are feminine,
that-
and then you have gay friends that might be more masculine, that you wouldn't even know that they're gay because you associate gayness with
thing.
feminine energy.
Right. That's
I think that's the problem. I think that everybody
Until I had like different aspects of gay male friends, and actually both ways. When
Teddy
it comes to like
said
my
folks
female
like
gay
what they
friends,
like.
Yeah, folks like what they like.
you know, it's like it is what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
but when
Are you
I
gonna
say
talk about
two-
it though? Because you
Yeah,
dazed out.
let's go
Like,
ahead.
in days out, I was letting everybody conversate.
All right, say.
She was like,
speak
yo,
your
you know what I
piece.
mean? Whatever y'all think, what y'all think.
Well,
I'm
T,
letting y'all
But
know.
you about to elaborate
it's gonna
for
be
us.
T's perspective on this, because then again, everyone always thinks differently. But explain to us.
This will be an aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Sorry, T.
It's all right. I was letting you guys conversate. It's okay.
So you're obviously more attracted to feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to put that out there for anybody that doesn't know that.
So I've played both sides of the spectrum.
Okay.
Actually, all three.
Okay.
I did the little straight thing for 2.5. I
For
tried to do
2.5.
bi. I tried to be bi to try to see like if it was just,
The men you were choosing.
exactly.
Exactly.
Come to find out, my first boyfriend is just as feminine as me. So, but oh man, I love saying, because it's hilarious. My first boyfriend is just as feminine as me, and I'm more masculine than him. It's retarded. But anyway, I personally feel in my own experience that, like you said, it's the energy. Because I get that from a lot of people, because not for nothing. And this isn't even one of those I like fucking with straight girls thing. But a lot of straight girls or a lot of bi-curious girls seem to gravitate towards me. And I feel like they gravitate towards me not because I'm a girl who like makes them feel comfortable, but I'm a masculine girl. And I still have the feminine qualities to me. So it's like, okay, well, she a whole nigga, but
Wait,
Teddy said she went from try to buy to fool.
Yo, no, that's right though. That's right though. It's
Teddy MVP
right.
with the
I swear to
comment
God,
of the
I'm gonna
day.
use that for the rest of my life now. Thank you,
Comment
Teddy.
of the day,
Thank
Teddy.
you.
Yeah, come on, Teddy.
Nah, but for real, like real shit, that's really what I did. Like I tried it.
Oh,
Then I was like,
man.
I'm gonna play both sides. But I was like, yo, I can't do it. I
She
couldn't
went
do
from
it.
Try
To
to
I couldn't
buy
do
to
it.
full
Yeah, like what you
lesbian.
like.
Listen, not for
Yeah.
nothing. I've had sex with 7 different males, all different walks of life, all different races, and neither one of them can get me off the same way a female
Can
can.
I ask you a question?
Yes.
I
No, I don't care.
Girl, that's it.
Listen,
That's
as
it.
much
This
as
is
I've been on
open
this
mic.
podcast, I've been completely open
open
about
mic with Mike.
everything.
Okay, so
Right, Mike?
so obviously you've given head to a female, but have you given head to a male?
Oh, that's a
She had me
good
quiet.
one.
Not for nothing. 30 seconds, and it was because it was there.
It was there. What does that
Come
mean?
on. So you really didn't do
Nigga,
it.
nigga, you
Okay.
30
So
seconds.
wait,
I don't know if
I
I can say
know.
it
What'd
like
you do?
that.
Lick the tip?
guys,
Like
can I
the
say it?
fuck?
Hold
Was
on.
it just
Wait.
like a taste?
Guys, all right. So the same guy I told y'all that was my last guy that I looked in the face and was like, dude, I don't feel nothing,
Mhm.
dared me in the same day and was like, if you don't like this, then I'll leave you alone. Like we really went through an entire list of things that he
Yeah,
was
but
like,
you can't make it a job.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
That has to come natural, baby.
he like literally did. He was like, if you do it, I'll do it type shit. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I said, if I stop within 30 seconds, you have to wait until I nut.
What?
I literally went for it and counted 30 Mississippis and picked my head up and just looked at him and was like, you ready? Like,
Nothing.
Because you weren't in it to win it.
I was in it to win it. I waited my 30 seconds and I got my nut.
You waited. You waited.
I had to go for 30 seconds. If I would have went longer than 30 seconds, then I would have lost. That means I was in it. Nope, I was nowhere in
Then
here.
you
in
say
it.
you were. You went the. You went the list with the wrong one.
No,
you said you
but-
were put on the spot.
But like I said, like
Exactly.
I feel like at least just with my own energy, like I feel like I give off such a calming energy that it's like, all right, I'm masculine enough to get in your pants, but I'm not masculine enough to make you my girlfriend, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Because I feel like
Okay.
I get to that point with a lot of straight females where
I
it's
could
like
see
I'm
that.
masculine enough to have sex with you. I'm masculine enough to play the girlfriend part. I'm masculine enough to be around you and do all the everything else, but I'm not masculine enough to make you my girlfriend.
You know what? I'm gonna bring something up too, though, because I've seen it, and I'm not. I'm yeah, I kind of see it with you, but I've also seen it like with other people that I've known. But like,
Take it from Des. She said
There-
it's a 2-for-1 special.
it's a 2-for-1 special. That's good.
Listen,
But
she
wait,
was
what I'm
bi
trying
when
to-
we got together,
Well,
and now
listen,
she's completely lesbian. Like
well,
she's just,
I mean,
it's for you. I mean, after me, she might not be completely lesbian.
exactly,
but-
you know.
Exactly.
But what I was trying to say is
She
that
had performance anxiety. I'm doing
Where?
this just to say she did. That's facts. She
Yo,
did it just to say
Teddy,
she did it.
I definitely did.
You
I
did?
definitely did.
So
No, but you know what? What I was trying to say is that even though, like, I don't want to say the names, right? But the masculine lesbians, right?
Mhm.
Even though they present themselves as masculine, behind doors, they're still very feminine. They're still very emotional.
Let me
They're
piggyback over that
they're
real quick.
still-
Let me
you get what
piggyback
I'm
off that
saying?
real quick because there is levels to this shit, and I'm going to be there is levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna use whatever. If y'all want to cancel me for using these, y'all want to cancel me for using these, okay? But you have your AGs, you have studs, and you have your what everybody would use the DYKE
You're gonna have
word.
to elaborate on.
All right.
You see,
SATs
growing
and
up, that
studs
was
for me,
you
'cause
see,
I thought
growing
that
up,
was the same
that's
thing.
Which is why.
that's what we use.
Hold on.
But
This is why I'm
I
about
thought that
to.
was the
Yeah.
same thing.
This is why I'm about to lay it out for you. So an AG is an aggressive girl for me. Okay.
Okay.
These are my levels. This is what
But
I
what does
call
AG stand for people who
Age-
don't know?
Aggressive
AG is
girl.
aggressive girl.
Oh, okay. My bad. Listen,
So an aggressive girl is basically
I'm
an
sorry, Teddy. I'm about to block you from
Yo,
commenting.
what did
'cause
Teddy
you-
say?
He said facts last night. The studs was twerking.
Yo, I seen videos though, yeah.
Nah,
Thank you.
there be
Listen.
videos out there. There definitely be videos
That's
out
why
there.
after
There definitely be
what you
videos out
finished,
there.
T, I want to say something else.
Yo,
'cause
listen.
As
Yeah,
far as
go.
I see it as
All
a
right.
male,
Okay, so aggressive girl.
So
Go.
an aggressive girl is basically like a STEM, like a girl who can go back and forth.
Okay.
A girl who's like, okay, I'm feminine today, I'm masculine tomorrow. That's what I think an aggressive girl should be labeled as.
Mm.
All right. A stud would be somebody like me. I know I'm a girl. I say hello to my twins every morning. I say hello to my little lady down there every
And you
night.
like it.
Like I love what's going
That's
on
right,
here.
You love it.
I don't want to switch up nothing. I don't want to change nothing. I'm not trying to do nothing.
Gotcha.
All right. Then you have the DYKEs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
We're not going to say the word
DYKEs.
because we're not trying to get
Oh,
canceled.
yes.
So-
All right, heard you.
So I label them as the like I'm a nigga. That is the nigga of
They
the
a
girl
man.
group.
Right.
They
the man.
are the men. They do not want to be touched. They don't want to
Right.
be touched, but they don't want to
Respectfully.
transition
It's a
either.
respectfully moment.
But
It's
they're
like,
not
you
trying
know
to
what?
transition either. They know they're a female, but they act so much like a dude that it's like it completely just
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
So-
rightfully. Rightfully, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, all right. Yo,
and then you
hold.
have the trans males who I have a couple of friends who have
Mhm.
went from being like me
Mhm.
to being like, for instance, I have one. I'm not going to say their real name, but their name now is Jace.
good homie. That's
I have
a homie,
another
and
one.
That's the homie.
Mind you, I actually not dated, but I talked to a girl before that transitioned into Jacob. Jake. I'm so sorry for getting his name
Either
wrong.
way,
'cause,
respectfully.
Like
Okay.
he transitioned also. Like I have a couple of friends who have transitioned over. I personally always get that question: do you want to transition? Do you think you want to?
We had
No,
this conversation back
exactly.
in the day. Yeah.
And not for nothing, I can't even walk around with my strap on. Like I can't. It bothers me. I don't know how you walk around with whatever the hell is hanging on down there, but I can't do it. I can't. Like
You
it's
don't-
uncomfortable.
You don't want to. You want to know because
I don't want to.
You don't want to be. You don't want to know
Exactly,
that.
it's
You don't want to know that. Like,
uncomfortable.
you know what I mean? Well, you
I,
want to
and
know
I
that.
know, I personally know people who like just like me and can walk around with it. by all means, power to you, because I don't know how you walking around with that thing flapping around in your.
She's like, fuck that, I got a backpack.
Yeah.
No, I got the backpack for a reason. And then not for nothing,
the
I'm sorry,
backpack.
but I like to be well endowed. So my stuff is almost hitting my knee. You can't walk around with stuff like that.
Exactly. No, and there are those lesbians that don't like to even have straps at all.
Exactly. Who
Like
don't
it's
even
like
use
you're
them.
gonna
I
be a
used to
lesbian.
be like that
You're
also.
gonna be a lesbian. Like I'm not gonna use a strap, and you know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't
So-
find the point in it. And then
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, you know, it actually gives a little more and a little more oomph to the
All right.
to the session.
Can I ask you a question though?
What's up? Talk to me. Talk to me, Claudia, because I
I
feel it.
I
Let's
wonder.
do it.
I wonder if your question is the same question that I was
Okay,
thinking, because I was like, I'm gonna ask later. I
Okay.
ain't even gonna. We doing too
no,
much,
no.
but I want to hear
No,
this.
Yo,
no.
what's up?
Okay. So
What's
you're
going
talking
on?
about straps, right?
Uh-huh.
And we know you obviously like to wear the strap, but have you liked to get the strap?
Ooh.
That's what I was thinking.
Guarantee.
All right.
You gotta answer. You gotta answer.
I
You
do,
gotta
I
drink
do.
to that. Drink to that.
She said I got a drink for this
drink
one.
with you.
You drink it for me
Really?
today. Remember, T.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm on my
I
second
know.
cup already.
Teddy said it hangs to the left.
Yes,
Because
it
it
usually
does.
does.
Yo, Teddy,
It
why do
usually
you
does.
live in my head?
No, because a lot of penises do. That's like the thing
Is
that they go to.
That
They
really
don't
is a
really
thing?
go to
I
the
didn't
right.
know that was. I just put it there because it was more comfortable on that side.
Yeah, really. And like some penises just go.
I'm not.
I gotta hold it. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm using the bathroom, like different.
He
things,
said we all was thinking that.
Yo, yes,
You gotta hold on to
there are
things.
definitely
You gotta
studs
hold
that
on
forget
to
that they have female parts and be walking around with their shirt off talking about, yo, what's good? Bro, put your titties away.
Yeah.
Put the titties away.
Yo, not for nothing. I seen a TikTok and I felt so bad for laughing. I was like, I'm going.
Yo,
to
It be
But it was
like
a
that.
it was
I'm
a
going to
fat
hell
boy.
every time.
It was a fat boy at the pool, and he had nails. His nails was longer than mine, and he was like very feminine. And some lady was like, "Put your titties away. You got to put it on your top." It was a guy, but he was heavy, so he had like
I can't.
he had.
Well, listen, not for nothing. Not for nothing with the nails and the way he looked, he probably took that as a compliment, like, sweetheart.
No,
I'm sorry.
he was like, I'm a whole man. I got a dangling.
Aw. All right, so back to Claudia's
There we
question,
go,
though. We're
there we
gonna segue back to Claudia's question.
I'm fucking weak.
I like to wear it, but do I like to take it?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I don't like to. Have I done it? Yes. My ex-fiance, like, I was very open with her about a lot. So we did a lot of different things.
Okay. Well, you
And
tried.
my
you didn't like
first my first girlfriend,
That's
we
your
did a
thing.
lot.
It's a
My
try.
ex-fiance, no.
It was a try.
My first girlfriend, I don't know where in the world she learned how to do whatever she did, but she did something that it actually
You were
felt
like,
right
okay, I
for
can
the
fuck
point
with this.
Yeah, like, I was like,
Okay.
okay, you know, this might be
Okay.
something I
Yeah.
want to try. And then somebody else did, and I was like, yeah, it was only you then.
Yeah.
Because, but then my ex-fiance, at first, I was like, you know, I was trying to teach her how to do it.
Gotcha.
So it was still like in the learning process.
Teddy
and then when
said
she
T
finally
likes
got,
to be at the top and
hello,
have the
good
power.
morning. I do. You're not about to know. I don't want to hear nothing about, can I win? No, you
But you
cannot.
don't- Let me shut up.
Like, Des, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna touch me not when you first start talking to me. I don't like to be touched at all. I don't. Why? Because I feel like it's just me. Like, I don't want it takes me a while to trust
Just tell them,
somebody
don't
to touch
touch
me.
my strap. That's
Teddy,
it.
Teddy, I don't have Teddy. I don't
Oh,
have
wait,
a
you gotta
strap.
touch the strap.
No,
I mean,
I
you
don't
got-
have a
I mean,
strap
if you-
or
Not in the beginning, you
a
said-
you know, a D. But you could still be on top and have the power. I'm just saying that.
Yes.
you
I
can
agree.
still be on top and have the power regardless
I
without a
agree.
strap. Like, I be having the
Exactly.
ultimate power, but either way, I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't.
There you go.
All
There's
right,
the answer.
all right.
After
She said
after
that.
But you
Unless-
tried it.
Put it
But
out
that's
there.
the
Yeah,
next
you
girl
tried
who
it.
gets a ring from me will be the next person to try it.
Wow.
Let's put it that
All
way.
right. Okay. Okay.
The next person who gets a ring from me will be the next person to
You
try it if
heard
they
that?
feel they want to.
You heard that live, people. You heard that live.
That's it.
Just saying.
But that's only because I'm that open when it gets to that point.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
get me open before the ring.
no,
you
of
can't.
course.
Nope.
And I think that's the way it should be, though, with a couple of things.
exactly.
Unless you're already open to.
And then
certain
by all
things.
means, you should just let it be open,
I don't know.
fly
I
free.
feel like you gotta try shit before you put the ring on.
What did Teddy say? I don't
That's
even
a
want to
fact
read it.
though. Like
You
I'm
said
sorry.
you
I
said
wanna
you
know
gotta
everything.
try things.
Yeah, I want to try everything. Fuck that. I'm not gonna commit myself to somebody and then we didn't even try shit.
No. But I think I
What
get
does
what
try
you're
shit
saying.
mean though? That's
Wait,
sounds
what?
crazy though.
Listen,
What
Booby
he
will
said?
tell
We're not
you-
gonna
Booby
elaborate.
will tell you because
Claudia knew what I was talking about.
Trying shit.
Yo, Booby will tell you because not for nothing, she sat there and told me more than once, like, I will never
He
do that
said,
to
I
you, and
said to
love
be
it.
the top, not be on top. And I said what I said, Teddy. You don't
Exactly.
have to.
I
To
like
be the top.
I like to be the top and be on top. I gotta be both. I gotta be number one and I gotta be on top.
Want to be
That's
too
it.
dominant.
I think
What
we
about
all.
women
I think
that
we
try
all
to
feel
be
that
too
way.
dominant?
Yo,
Okay,
when it comes
so-
to the
Feminine
four of us,
women that
when it
try to
comes
be
the
too
four of us,
dominant?
Too dominant.
even Victoria,
Yes.
even though she's not here, I feel like all of us feel that way. Like we like to be the top,
So
The dominant
actually,
one?
no.
the number one.
Actually, no.
See,
I will speak.
This is what I mean.
No,
You put too
don't
much
look
of
at
my
me like
business
that,
out.
because you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you know me long
Women, I
enough.
want to like own
I
Let
do
me
want
tell
to be
you,
on
you
them
know me
which
long
is
enough
why-
to know.
Wait,
Okay.
Hold on,
wait.
you
All
know
right.
me long enough
Wait.
to know
Uh-huh.
I am very dominant, but I don't want to be. I need to find someone that their masculine energy
Exactly.
Dominate
can
you
fix
enough.
my ass and bring
Yeah,
out that
make you
feminine
be
energy.
very
need to-
submissive.
yes,
Which is
Therefore-
why she will forever be the
Submissive.
dominant person in her
Like,
life.
Yes.
For me as a male.
Yeah, but you know
as a
where it
dominant
stems
male,
from.
I
You
need-
know
I need
where
a
it
submissive
stems
woman.
from.
You know what I mean? Like I need a submissive woman respectfully though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need a woman that's respectfully
Now
submissive.
listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't
I'm
want to
gonna tell you
take
something.
over
As your
no
little
woman.
sister-
I want this woman to be a strong-willed woman.
as your little
That's what
sister
I
and as
need.
somebody who loves you dearly, you need to give off that energy to where somebody wants to submit to you.
And I mean, I do it every time. Apparently,
Submit, and maybe,
Mm.
but I don't know. Do you think you do it correctly? Like, do they
And
actually
that is
say?
the conversation of things.
But no,
that
but
I'm
you know what
talking
it
about.
is? That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a different like threshold or like boundaries when
And
it comes
that's
to that.
and why
I wish
so?
fucking Victoria was here because, like, for example, Victoria is very dominant,
Daniel, what did Daniel say?
but she likes that power struggle. So she wants somebody that's gonna like
and I'm
that
down
she
with
can
that.
she can
I'm down
that
with
power
that.
struggle is
No,
lit though. I ain't
No,
gonna lie.
definitely
I'm down with a woman who
No,
who's
and
trying
I
to
agree.
figure out why they're going back and forth. Because they're doing that because they haven't found somebody who is capable of doing that. You know,
Yeah,
that back
yeah.
and forth. Like
Because
for
it doesn't
me,
have to be everywhere. Like some people just prefer
In certain aspects of life,
in
you
the
know?
bedroom.
You know what it is too? Is like a lot of men don't
I
like
feel bad. Mommy tried
don't
to
like
call
when
me.
they have like
She's
that
trying to figure out
that
figure
woman
out.
who's strong in all areas, right? I would
Uh-huh.
consider you say Victoria, right? I would consider myself the same way. I am very strong in a lot of areas,
aspects
right?
of
Very dominant in a lot of areas. So when I have that man, that masculine man who's able to like shut me and shut me basically and just like put me, it's very attractive. It's very like okay,
As far as
Can I
I'm
be honest with
concerned,
y'all about something?
as far as I'm
Can I be honest
concerned,
with
when
y'all
I've
about
been
something?
told,
Teddy, don't do that. Don't do that.
Can I
You
be
said
I have
L
the
wants
energy. I have the
wanna
energy
be
when it comes to
respectfully
certain
tamed
things,
where
when it comes to certain things,
because
as far as
you
I'm
to take
concerned, what I've been
control.
told.
hold on, Mike is
When I've been told, I have that energy when it comes to certain aspects of things. You know, like I was like, yo, you listen to blah, 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 blah,
But you-
blah,
But
blah,
I want
blah.
to say this though. I want to say this. One thing that's
Hi,
very
Ma.
important since we're talking about this, right?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
One thing that people have to take into account in order for the power, whatever,
The power dynamic.
because the
Yeah,
power
right.
is not in the dominant. The power is in the submissive. Let me tell you why.
Yeah,
Because
Talk
if the
about it.
if the
Because nobody ever
submissive,
realizes
Really?
that.
then we're
I mean,
gonna
yes
talk
or
about
no?
it.
Nobody realizes
Yes,
that.
no, yes, it is.
Yes or
Yes,
no?
it is.
Because let me
Yes, it
explain.
is.
Let me
Wait,
explain.
wait,
Yes,
wait.
no, no, you
Let
got
me
it. You
explain.
got
Let
it.
me
You got
explain.
it. You got
So
it.
the reason
But
why
wait,
the power
but wait,
is in the
but wait,
submissive.
before you continue though, we remember we agreed to disagree because he also has his opinion. So
Yeah.
if we,
I'm
we
gonna
feel
hear
it-
you
No,
out.
no,
but-
we got it.
But wait.
Go
No,
ahead,
no.
go
Let me
ahead.
explain it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason
sis,
why
you
I
got
say
it.
this is in order for a submissive
man.
and dominant relationship or sex, whatever, to work out, the submissive needs to trust the dominant. In
Mhm.
order to truly submit,
Talk
you need
about
to
it.
trust the person.
Talk
If
about
you
it.
don't
Amen.
trust them, you are not going to let them dominate
Talk
you.
about it.
Therefore, the power
Lies.
lies within the submissive.
And that's why I said what I said, because when a man is able to then submit, like a woman like me, or maybe a woman like Victoria, it brings us to this like, oh, okay, I can trust this person.
Mhm.
I can, because we live like when we're dominant and when we're so used to taking control of certain things, it's more of that trust, right? It's like, no, you're not going to get it done. I'll get it done.
Mhm.
You know?
That's a
And
lie.
this is why and this is why I'm gonna take it a step further. This is why it's a big issue with how society is now, especially with women, because I feel like because women have gone through so much with men. Now I'm not saying men haven't gone through it as well,
we're not
but I'm
saying that.
saying in society the way it is right now, most women are pushing to be independent and dominant as fuck, and the reason why is because they're not trusting. They haven't they haven't grown up with that basis, with that tradition, or any of that.
being
it's all they have. Yeah, the woman has to have that masculine energy. They grew up with a woman presenting that masculine energy because the man wasn't in the household, or they didn't have a good man role model.
But then this is why I also bring up the situation of like these young ladies or these women in this generation also have to know and be ready to submit.
Yeah,
and you can't fight it.
But how do you trust someone?
This is why I wanted to come here tonight. This is why I wanted to come here tonight, though. Can you hear me?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, go.
This is why I wanted
move
to come
closer
here.
to the mic.
This is why I wanted to come here tonight. Is because I went through similar things as a male. You know what I mean? As a father, I'm 32 years old. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know that, they don't know that. As a male, as a father, as a boy dad, as a girl dad. You know what I mean? Like, I have both. You know what I mean? So for that, and for someone who done lost their father a few months ago, for someone whose mother is the fucking goat. Well, my mother is the goat.
Amen.
Like, you know what I mean? I adore my mother. You know what I mean? Me, my brother and sister, we adore our mother. So for somebody who's been raised the way I was raised, and to be different, like, you know what I mean? Like, for me to, and y'all know how I carry myself, and y'all know how I operate with certain things, it's like, it's different. So the goal, as far as those certain things go, I just operate different because of the way I was bred. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm just a different type of person, you know, so like, I hope my kids are going to be different. I hope all this shit is going to be different and all this shit, you know what I mean? But like, how I am now when it comes to how I am as a grown man, as a 32-year-old male, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm outside, you know, me as outside, and I'm not, and I'm not now, but I want to be with one person who's going to be that person.
And that's amazing.
And it's done took a lot of shit. It's not like that. And, you know, for the most part, even with me being with my kid's mother and all that, it's not like that. And like, all right, shit, that sucks. All right, fuck it.
But you also,
it's not gonna be
you
that.
also gotta be.
That way.
You also gotta be in a point in your life where you're not outside anymore.
And I would like to, but like, you know what?
Because I noticed, like, I see that especially in our age group, right? In our age bracket, I feel like now we're at a point where it's like, okay, I'm kind of ready to settle down, and you're stuck between that struggle where I still want to have fun and I still want to do things, because, you know, at this point in our lives, you start having a career, you start getting financially better, you start being independent, where like you have your own place, you start getting to a place where it's like, okay, you're regaining a little bit more freedom, and you don't know what to do with it, and it's like, are you gonna choose? Are you gonna be careful and be able to? You know, are you really ready to settle down? Or are you going to be outside for a little bit? But you have to really
exactly, and that's where it comes. And Des, I'm going to bring up what you just said, Des, because what you said is really like on point. You do have to be careful who you submit to, right? So, I again, I'm going to bring that up in just a minute after I say this. With what you guys were saying, it is hard, especially when you've been single for so long. And at this point, when people are so used to doing things for themselves, it's like, okay, I may not need this person, right? Or I may not need another person. But again, that goes to show, and that goes to, and that's why I bring up, like, it basically goes to be as when that person is ready to submit for them, for everything, you know what I mean? And not settle. You
You're
can't
right.
settle.
1000%.
And this is why I bring it up all
1000%.
the time. You got to be able to fill up your cup before you let anyone else freaking fill it up and overflow it with you. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Can you repeat
it's
that
like,
one more time for me?
Yeah,
Can
say
you
that
please?
one.
Please
you
repeat
gotta
that
be
one more
time
able-
for
time.
the one
you
time.
have
I
to
mean,
be
yeah.
able to fill up your cup before you let anyone else join and fill up that cup and overflow
That's
it with
a
you.
fact.
You know, and again, you can't settle. And that's
Ain't no
why,
settling.
and that's
We
why
not
with Des,
settling.
and that's why when Des said what she says, yeah, you do have to be careful because when women, right, because we are more emotional creatures, right, we do fall in love with the concept of love, right, and we give a trust to men. We submit to certain men, or even women submit to certain women, or even men submit to certain women that can become abusive in every way. You know, abusive mentally, abusive emotionally,
They abuse that power.
You know what I mean?
It's abuse of power. Allie, you 1,000% right on that. That's a fact.
You know, so
I've been
it's
there before.
and that's why I said what she said. Yeah, you do have to be careful, but then again, when you go through that as a person, it's because it's something that you have to learn from. And if you don't take that lesson and move forward from it, and if you keep repeating it, then
That's your fault.
Then that's your fault.
That's your fault.
You know what I
at
mean?
that point. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your fault on that point.
And that goes for everyone, because
That
there
is a
are
fact.
men who have gotten
Absolutely.
abuse,
Yeah.
and there are women who have gotten abuse. You know? Can we hear you, Victoria?
We still can't
We
hear
still
her.
can't hear her.
Still can't hear
Yo,
her.
what is really
I
going
feel like I want to hear
on?
what she got to say. I feel like she got
real.
something
Like,
really,
no,
really
I feel
real
like
to
there's
say.
something wrong.
Hold on,
with
we're
our
gonna
end.
we're gonna fix this, Victoria, because
There's no reason why we can't hear her.
I love seeing your face, girl.
Thank you. Much love.
I don't have my glasses either.
All right, what am I supposed to be looking for?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you know that they can hear you, but they can hear everybody, right?
But I'd rather than hear me.
Even
See
you
everything.
say that. You just say you
She's like,
don't
I'm
want
gonna cover up.
sound with your head. Oh, you have fun over here. I like
No,
it.
that's true though.
Big facts. That's big
You
facts.
have to be careful with who you submit to, and it's crazy because I recently had a conversation with somebody and I got butthurt about it because it opened up like a perspective for me that I didn't. Yeah, like and it woke me up. It woke me up a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's like you know, certain people, you give them power over.
Can y'all let us
you.
know if y'all can hear Vicky? Because I just want Vicky to voice her opinion, regardless if we can hear her or not, though.
Yeah, you got a big facts with that, T. If she can shed light on them for them, then
Exactly.
Yeah, Vicky.
Because we can read her lips
could always-
regardless. That,
yeah.
or you can text us what you're saying at the same time. It don't
Exactly.
even matter.
I mean, you are talented, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But I had a conversation recently with somebody and it opened
What
up a few things that I needed to hear. But it's like, when you submit to something for so long, you don't have to stay in that predicament. So it's like what, like I had somebody tell me like, you choose to put up with that.
Yeah.
Like you're submitting to that situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you already seen the power that you have, and you don't let anybody else do that except that person,
Mhm.
that situation. So it's like, is it that you don't have the power, or is it that you're not
allowing.
using your power?
Yeah.
You're not using
And I was
your
like,
power.
no, you didn't just
You
do
already
that
know
to
how
me.
it goes.
That shit hurt my heart. 'cause
Wait,
I was
wait.
like,
I have an
realized
idea.
it.
I'm sorry. I have an idea. Vicky, just call in.
Yeah.
No, but they
No.
can hear.
Oh.
They can hear.
Nobody
They're
can
gonna
hear.
hear. They're gonna
can
hear.
hear
They're
her.
gonna
We
hear.
can
Oh, like
hear
we
her.
can hear.
Shut up.
All right.
Oh, he
So
said.
all we
she'd
can
have
do
to
is
get
shut
off,
up.
and then we
Let
hear her.
call in. Let Vicky
No,
call
no.
in.
Nah,
because
then it's gonna
show
be double.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be double. Look at us,
Yeah.
like us, double.
So,
But
Vicky,
you're right.
before you came in, we were talking about, I don't know if you were watching or tuned in, but we were talking about like dominance. And I said I wanted Vicky in for this conversation because I said even the most dominant female does want a man to get her to submit. You know, it's a power struggle. It's a fun one. So, like, how do you feel? Do you feel like you always want to be dominant, or do you want somebody that's going to be strong enough to make you channel your feminine energy and like maybe get you to submit a little bit?
Okay,
So,
you can't hear me, right? But everybody
see,
can.
You don't hear nothing she's saying.
I like to be
They can hear
dominant.
her.
I love being dominant. I like having control, but yes, I need someone to channel and get my feminine side as well. So, can you read my lips?
I am reading your lips.
See, I don't know how to
I'm
do
reading
it.
your lips. Go ahead, girl. You talk
He's
your
a whole
shit.
asshole.
Talk your shit because I'm reading your lips.
So
Yeah,
I'm
reaction, I feel
aggressive,
like that's
and
dope.
there's guys that
I
can't
feel like
handle
that's
it,
really dope.
and it's hard for me to even talk about being
You
dominant
said develop yourself and get
with
out.
someone, so I just kind of deal with it. But to find someone that can channel, and get the feminine side of me would be very challenging and fun. So haven't met that person yet.
Respectfully though. Respectfully though. Like, I kind of like, I caught most of what she kind of said. Like, basically she's trying to say, like, at the end of the day, like, you really got to make her want to submit to you. Like, you have to give her that reason to submit to you. And if you can't give her that reason, then why is she even giving you that,
right?
Like that go, that okay to do whatever? Like,
right. I like that.
Yeah.
tell me if I'm wrong. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I like that.
It's not just
Kinda, sorta.
You know what? You said it better than me, so I'm gonna say.
Okay.
For the most
All right.
part, yeah, you
I got it for the most part.
But I like to
That's
be,
respectful.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
like
being
why not?
dominant.
Like
I enjoy
she's
taking
not,
control.
I mean, if nobody's giving her,
Wait,
that
one more
energy-
time.
I like.
Teddy says she just
Having
ain't met her total
control.
twin flame. I'm fucking
That's
weak.
it.
Exactly.
That's
and,
really
and,
it.
and you know what? And but even with the twin flame, let's
Vicky
not go,
needs somebody
let's
that's
not go
gonna
there.
completely match
Let's not
that
go there.
Let's not go there
energy.
either.
Let's not
That's
go
what
there.
that
Let's not go there
because-
either.
Let's not go there because not every twin flame is supposed to be together, honey.
Definitely
and
not.
And they
I
don't need
learned
to
that
be like partners.
very well.
And honestly, like going back to what Ellie was saying, before Vic was able to really answer
You
the
know, once your
question,
cup refilled, it's mad empty right there.
you cannot change a situation. Ellie, I want you to hear this. You cannot change a situation unless you want to change it.
Yeah.
But then it's already-
Just finish it. Just finish it. But so Ellie was just saying, because of one of the comments that we had earlier about, again, submitting, right? You have to be
Yeah,
careful who you submit
But
to.
sometimes you get so deep in it, you don't even realize it.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. But then
Yeah.
that's a lesson. So if you're not willing to learn the lesson, then you're gonna sit there and take the abuse in every which way. And I'm not talking about obviously not physical, but some people just settle. They settle and they
Submissive
stay
and
in it
abuse is
because
two
that's
different
what
things.
they're used to.
Comfortability.
The comfortability. Yeah. And it's like,
Comfortability,
okay, that this is,
comfortability is a
but
very
then-
big issue
but
when
then-
it comes
but
to
then
this.
it's like you're gonna live miserable. That's like you telling a person, like, if you're gonna chase a career, right? If you're gonna chase a career, why chase something just for the comfortability of what you make money wise, or if you're not happy? Why are you gonna say? Because in the long run, you're not gonna end up enjoying anything, and you're gonna be resentful, and then it's gonna get more toxic. It's gonna be more hatred, and there shouldn't be hatred. It should be love and happiness and peace.
Should be.
Yo, and it's crazy because like
Do be.
we had a whole fucking deep ass conversation, and it's like, yo, it's serious when like you think about shit, because we all have our vices, right?
Mhm.
Some people listen to music, some people drink, some people smoke, some people do drugs. Like everybody got their
Yeah.
vice that they run away from,
Yeah.
and it's like it hits different when you don't even want to do that. That's no longer an escape. Like you realize, like there's no escape in my situation. I gotta address it, and that's something that you really have to really focus on, like, and that's something that needs to be done. I feel like a lot of people just fall into their little habits, and they don't address shit until it gets really fucking real. And it's like you really have to address shit. And the more you put it off, the more it builds up, the more pressure, the more the situation, it gets worse. And it's like you're not doing anything by
Yeah.
putting it off.
No.
You're just making it harder to deal with.
And that's when people try to run away from it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yes, Daniel, that's what we said earlier. If you were listening, that it does take a certain person, like a certain female or male. Well, we were talking females, right? To be able to submit to a male who's able to be more masculine.
He said it's not.
Teddy
said it's not
Yeah.
comfortability, it's tolerance,
Tolerance,
or
yeah.
settling, which leads to toxic self fallout. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it leads those people to just run and keep running, and then It's like they're just stuck. But it's
And,
like,
and
why?
you have to
Where
take
are you running?
accountability for that too. Like that's one thing that
Yeah.
that I learned very early on. It's like
you
but you have to take
Mike,
you have to take accountability for what you accept. So like for
Yes.
example, if
What you
my
tolerate.
person
One saying
isn't
I
putting-
have with one of my friends is you put yourself in these situations.
Uh-huh.
Regardless of what you go through, you put yourself in that situation. There's only certain situations that you literally don't think you put yourself in and that like you just
That you
happen to
can't.
be in.
Right.
But a lot of the times, a lot of the situations people go through, like baby mama drama,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say divorces because nobody can really see divorces.
Depends.
I'm only one that
Depends.
had baby mama drama.
Girlfriends
I'm
and
the one-
boyfriends
Baby
that you're dealing
baby
with. That's been,
baby daddy and baby mama dramas, boyfriend girlfriends.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a
Like
fact, though.
there's certain things, certain marriages,
Yeah.
not all, but certain
Yes.
marriages, you can
Yes.
see the person before you decide to get married to them. And you only got married to them just because you wanted that ring or that ceremony, whatever you wanted out of that. At the end of the day, you put yourself in these situations, especially with baby mama drama and boyfriends and girlfriends, because those are people you can pick and choose that you haven't been with for that long, that you don't have to stay with.
Exactly.
You don't have to be around.
Exactly.
There's girls that trap dudes just because, yo, I know he gonna nut in me raw.
Exactly.
There's
And-
dudes that
and-
trap girls because it's like I know she gonna sit there.
Yo, I wish we
I
could
know-
take the camera.
I know
and,
she
like,
gonna
close
let me-
up to his face.
I know she gonna let me take the condom off. Like
Yeah.
dudes and girls really do that shit. But at the end of the day, you have to sit there and choose: are you gonna let that person do that in the moment because you feel that right to do so?
Yeah.
Are you gonna sit there and stand up and be like, nah,
Nah.
we not doing this
No,
today.
and
This
that-
is not what we
and
doing.
that's-
Nah,
and
that's
I-
You're
not
not
what
about
we
to have a
doing.
baby
Yeah,
by
no.
me.
That's not what
Like
we doing.
there's
No, I
certain
agree.
there's certain things to it, and at the end of the day, I feel like
I'm
it's
like,
just,
yeah, T, you're yelling. I was like,
I'm
whoa.
sorry, no, because I realized it was too high.
Yeah,
But I realized, like, you
Yeah,
put
no.
yourself in these
Whatever.
situations.
Yeah.
Even, for instance, even perfect example. When I left my ex, and I finally decided to start doing my own thing, for a good year and a half, and Elliot, correct me if I'm wrong. For a good year and a half, I could have been good. I could have really got on my shit and been.
It's funny that
good.
she's saying this because I was literally what she's saying was what I was telling you at the time.
Yes,
because she kept
I
saying,
could have been
this
good.
and that and this and that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you
And
keep
I
putting
decided
yourself
to be complacent where I was
exactly
because I was in my feelings about everything else, and I
Everything.
felt like I wasn't good enough to do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took me a minute to get to that point.
Remember.
at the
and
end
she
of the
would
day,
sit there and
Exactly.
and pointing
Remember.
the finger.
everybody points
It's
10
her.
fingers at
She's
everybody
acting
else, and you don't
crazy.
even point
She's
one finger
doing
back at
this.
yourself.
But no,
She's
but the
doing
thing is
that,
that
and
you
I'm
got
like,
3 fingers
but
pointing
you're
back at you, and that's
allowing
what
that
people don't see.
behavior.
I keep saying that. I always keep saying that.
Like I've had so many opportunities. I've had so many things thrown at me, and I've just been complacent with the fact that okay, this is what I want to do because this is what I feel it's gonna be right for me,
yeah.
and it wasn't. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I'm a very strong believer of you put yourself in these situations and you know how you're gonna go about them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I said that's where you have to be. When you let things rock, right? When you let things go, it's because you're not being honest with yourself, with the transparency that you need with yourself. Let me see what they're saying. This is low key a therapy session. But we're glad,
Facts.
Teddy.
Yo,
We're
Teddy,
glad.
listen.
I'm saying.
Listen,
But
we talk
chime
about
in,
the
say
shit that we
something.
go through so that you guys can understand and get a better understanding. And fucking learn
Exactly.
from our mistakes. And if not, you know,
Exactly.
shit.
Daniel,
we've all
did I?
been through
I'm
something.
sorry, Daniel. Did I hurt your feelings? You said whatever, Claudia. What happened, Daniel?
He said predators come in all shapes and forms, male and female. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's why I said there are females out there that have abused men. You know, and
Not for nothing. My ex fiance
Anyway.
was in. I was in an abusive relationship with my ex fiance. Like I was completely abused emotionally,
yeah,
and I can actually admit that.
yeah.
Not
Like,
from,
it-
not
it's-
therapy session
it's
for me.
never one-sided.
What up, Galaxy? You joined. What up?
Oh, hello, Galaxy.
Galaxy. Yo, no.
Island boy.
Oh my God! Wait, did you see that stupid video with the third island boy? Oh my God!
There's 3 of them
Laugh.
now.
Stop making yourself laugh.
I can't. Supposedly it was some other kid and it's freaking losers. I can't.
I'm fucking.
I wasn't trying to go to Broadway's today. I guess I am going. Y'all going?
Yo, don't be putting all our plans out on People don't know what we're doing. No, I'm joking.
We're talking about that.
I wish somebody
Yes,
would
they
from this
do,
thing
because
show
you
up
know,
to Joe
boys-
They ain't
Broadway.
gonna show
Yo,
up.
that Jimmy picture is fucking phenomenal, though. That's actually really dope.
Talk about it, Mr. Hendricks
He's
over
over
there in
here.
the
He's
corner.
looking at the whole
Yeah.
studio. He's like, wow.
I know.
I was planning on going home, but you know what? I had to come here and talk to y'all. And
I'm glad you did, man.
That's
And
what I
look, we
meant for
matching,
y'all,
yo. The
'cause I be
braids and the
seeing
freaking
y'all
hoodie and
work.
all.
Y'all
I put the
issues
circuit back
and
on.
on
Yeah.
camera is dope. No, that is sometimes and like it be the weirdest things how shit pops up, how the conversation flows.
that's how life
And then
goes.
like we like, yo, that's crazy because I was just thinking about that, or even a random conversation. Because I told you I had a conversation with somebody today, and they were like, that really fucking fucked my head up. Like I was like,
Made you
oh
think.
no, it made me
Makes you
think because it's like
it makes you think.
it's like, yo, as strong as a person that I see you, why the fuck you putting up with that shit?
right.
Yeah.
What are
be
you
like-
doing? Because
look-
that's not who I see.
That's a big fact.
And
And I'm
that's
like,
hold
what?
on, hold on,
You
hold
already
on,
know.
hold on, because
Hold
I've
on.
actually heard
That's-
those words
wait,
come out
T,
of Elizabeth's
right,
mouth.
right. You know, when I pull up, when I see all y'all, if
Mm.
y'all going through some things, I sit there and say, they're like, yo, what's good?
Nah,
I see
not
the
for
look on
nothing.
your
Mike
face.
notices
I see a look
everything.
on
Yeah.
your
You think
face.
he don't?
What's wrong?
Bro.
You think he
What's
don't?
wrong?
That nigga
Who
knows
I gotta beat
everything.
up?
Mike is
You
observant.
know what I mean? Like,
Mike is
who
observant.
I got to beat up, but I'm very
Yeah.
observant.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like that.
Yes.
And
Yo,
you do have that
my sisters
masculine
had something
energy.
going on.
But that's you see the masculine energy of him being
Uh-huh.
protective, of him being like,
Uh-huh.
okay, what these are my girls, these are my homegirls. Yo, what's going on? What's
what's
up?
going on.
You know?
And I give
Listen,
no
when
fucks.
I tell y'all
give
the
no
other
fucks.
day, I walked into karaoke and Mike looked me dead in my face and
Said, T,
immediately
what's
it was
going-
like,
what's wrong?
"What is wrong with you?" And
What's
I said,
wrong?
"Nothing, I'm
Nothing.
fine." He
You're
said,
lying.
"Don't fucking lie to me."
Yeah.
He does that shit to me
Talked to
too.
me
Big
for an
facts.
entire almost
hate
what
that shit.
45 minutes
I
and
sat
literally
there, I
was like,
grabbed you,
I don't
hugged you,
care
I
what
said
you're going
everything.
through. Exactly. I
Don't
don't care
lie
what
to
you're
me.
going through. Stop lying to me.
Don't lie to
Like
me.
we can sit
Yeah.
here and talk. I'm your big brother, and I really do look at him like that.
And I'm gonna sit there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you tell
We
me.
had our conversation, and like he understood where I was coming from with everything, and that was just that.
And
like,
then coincidentally,
very
I ran into
observant
you on
about
the
that.
bus
exactly,
right
literally,
afterwards.
yes,
then
literally
right
the next
afterwards,
day.
I ran into T on the bus the next day, and I'm sitting
sorry.
there writing a song for my father, rest in
Uh-huh.
peace.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then T's like,
I've been writing.
boom, boom,
again.
boom, boom.
Ooh.
Ooh,
And
I
T's
can't
like,
wait.
yo, Mike. And I look up, I see T sitting in my face. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even notice that T was there in front of my face.
Yeah.
And I look up, and then T's like, yo, say, what you doing? I just washed my hair. I was going to get my hair braided
Uh-huh.
and all that shit. And T's sitting there right in front of my face. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go do that.
Yeah.
And it was like, boom, boom, boom situation.
Can I ask you a question though? Going back to Mike, because I feel like, because this is guys' corners today, right?
Yes.
So stemming back to stemming back to the subject that we were on, right? About like masculine and feminine, but then sensitivity, right?
Uh-huh.
You being a single father, right? And you going through what you were going through with your baby mother or whatever
Mhm.
aspect. Like, did you ever feel that you were trying to, like, have you ever felt, even though we know that you're masculine, right? Have you ever felt that you've been comfortable enough to be open with your emotions to a female and then kind of like hide away from it because she made you feel like, oh wait, this is not what I need. I don't want like a
Enough.
nigga who like, you know what I mean?
I'm comfortable enough to say that like enough. I was, but there was times that like as far as the three of y'all that know me, that
Yeah, I was
know
gonna
like
say because I've had conversations with him where we dug.
Ellie
deep
don't
in.
watch me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cry. So
Yeah.
has T. They don't both watch me sit there and
And
be
I have,
very
but for-
vulnerable.
And I have, but for that was for
And
a
you
different
also
reason.
have,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? Watch me be completely vulnerable
Yeah.
and sit there and be
And
very
guess what?
emotionally vulnerable
And guess
sit
what?
there and cry my
None of
fucking
us,
eyes out.
none of
And
us
I'm
see you as
open.
less of a man.
At all.
And I
At all.
appreciate that.
At all.
At all.
And
At all.
I appreciate that 1000% because y'all know, like, you know what I mean? Y'all didn't
We
see
know
me
what type of
also
man Mike
be
can
on
be.
some shit that, like, you know, if,
we all know what type
niggas
of
want to
man
scrap,
Mike
then
can
I'm
be,
like,
so-
I'm with all the shits.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That's a fact.
I'm with all the smoke, I'm with all the whatever. But there's also times that, like, I sat there and I cried my fucking eyes out. They done both been to my house and then I done sat there and cried my fucking eyes out.
Yeah.
And for myself, I don't care. Even if they thought less of me, I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, one, I know their energy. I know that they both got my back. Like, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't think less of me for me crying for the reasons, especially for the reason I was crying for.
But these are your friends.
This is my family.
But this is your family, right?
Even
this
with
is your family, but,
you know what I mean?
And it's true, but this is your family.
Yo,
fix your face.
These are my sisters, like, you know what I mean? Like,
get me so mad.
Regardless.
Teddy said, but it takes a real man to do that and a real woman to uplift him while he's going through.
And
talk about it.
And y'all did at the times that I truly needed y'all. Y'all did that.
But how about have you ever gotten that from a partner though? Have you ever gotten that sense from that person that you actually wanted to spend your time with?
So many people there's only two that I can say that for.
Okay.
Which is my children's mother and my ex-girlfriend. She came, rest in peace to my father. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my father and my kid's mother. You know what I mean? They both showed up 3 months ago, you know, to my father's wake. You know, they was there. But like, yes and no. They both get a yes or no.
Gotcha.
They both get yes or no. And they might end up seeing it, so they don't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're ready. I mean, they both know the vibes when it comes to me. I'm the Lord knows maker. Yeah. So at the end of it, like, it is what it is. But, and even, you know, the girl I was dealing with a few months ago, she knows. If she sees it too, she's another one that will know. She drove out here from PA to see me. Yeah. You know, all those is like, it is what it is. And there's another. Yeah, I got me talking too much. Okay, so, you know what I mean? Like, so all this shit, like, this girl, I mean, yes, I've gotten it.
Okay.
I've gotten it.
You've been able to get to that point where you're able to open
But
up.
I'm now, like, you know what I mean? Like, how I am is like,
I was going to say, I don't think he's ever going to have that problem because you're very
open.
I'm open.
Yeah,
you're open. And you're very, you're very self-reassured.
Exactly.
Yes. And there's a lot of men that aren't. They don't have that.
And that is
they
nice
don't have
to
that confidence in themselves. You have a lot of confidence. So you don't have that issue.
I cry.
That's what I'm saying, because you don't give a shit. Because you know yourself. You know your worth.
Exactly. And
some men don't. You know, some men aren't self-reassured.
So this is that. We're going to get to that though. Why don't y'all have that? I mean, every guy out there, why do not y'all have that comfortability to be able to say, you know what, this is how I feel?
Well, exactly. I mean, that's where the conversation.
Hold on. A lot of my male friends, like, yo, we all took a couple losses. You know what I mean? A lot of my male friends took a couple losses, whether it was their mother, their grandmothers, who they cared.
Teddy said Mike knows how to effectively communicate with himself and others. And that's
hello, good morning.
Yo, thank you, Teddy. Appreciate you, brother. Like, it sounds like you have that same comfortability.
I'm about to say, I feel like Teddy has that same type of thing.
And I'm glad that whatever you went through in life, you've came accustomed to that same comfortability. And
because just from the little time we've known Teddy, like Teddy actually, I don't know if he talked to you about it, but he confided in me about something real quick. And I was just like, you know, it takes somebody real. And it takes somebody real enough to sit there and tell somebody, yo, listen, this is what happened. And this is what's going on with me. This is why I couldn't do this. And this is why I couldn't do that.
I feel this way.
When I say I completely wholeheartedly respect him for that, because not for nothing, niggas thought you disappeared for 2.5. It was like, oh, okay, you know, he was here for the minute. Now he's going for the jump off, like, type, whatever. But like he came through and was like, yo, listen, this is what's going on with me. This is what happened, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm back.
And
I respect that.
That's good energy, bro. That's
good because at the end of the day, like he's a number one. We can all say he's a number one fan. Like he is somebody who was in here every single week on the dot. The second we go live, my guy is in here. Hello,
Daniel said, I don't think it's about them not having comfortability. I think it's about would it make a difference if he was. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't either.
I don't and the either, reason why, Daniel.
I'm gonna elaborate though.
Say that again?
He said, I don't think it's about them not having comfortability. I think it's about would it make a difference if he was. It does make a big difference if he's open-minded or if he's open, because if personally, if I'm dealing with somebody and I don't know where their head's at, or if I don't know where their emotions at,
I'm not gonna be comfortable enough to be crying around you.
It's not even that. It's not even about that. It's like I'm not gonna be able to.
I agree.
I'm not going to be able to know how to deal with you.
Exactly.
And if I don't know how to deal with you, you ain't gonna be around long.
Hey, so
But then that comes
my thing is,
Respectfully.
if I start crying, right?
Mhm.
If I start crying, and you see the look in my eyes, you know what I mean? Like, if you see the look in my eyes, you can tell. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know. It comes to other people dealing with things where they deal with. If I start crying right now, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you be like, oh, you pussy. Like I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I'm in tune with my emotions. And I don't see a problem with being in tune with your emotions.
No,
Like, and
yeah.
that is the problem. Like that's not even the problem. That's what Claudia was saying.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's wrong with like they try to tell men that we're not supposed to be in tune with our emotions. What's wrong with that?
And that's why I said what I said in that comment when I put that video up and Ellie brought that situation up. For me, it's like I need a masculine, but I need that masculine to be able to be open and have a real sensitivity for his own spirituality, emotions, and freaking mental space.
Wait, so
you know what I mean?
So Teddy said loyalty and consistency is priceless. Dan's not wrong because a lot of women don't care and burn that guy out. Can I translate for Dan? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Dan,
ahead.
Daniel said, go ahead. Because like what I'm gathering from what you're saying is, you know, if whether they're comfortable
But
or
that's
not,
what we were bringing
and
it
saying,
up.
yeah, would it make a difference and not if he shared how he felt?
He's asking y'all,
And
though.
that's what we were bringing
And
up.
that's why I'm
on the
saying
women.
I'm
So
always gonna
here's-
if you're somebody that I care about,
Yeah.
even if you're not, I'm gonna value your opinion. I want to know what you're thinking. How am I supposed to understand you if I can't understand you?
Right.
Like if you're not telling me, like
1,000%.
you have to show me the
1,000%.
way.
Yeah, but you see
1,000%.
what Ted was saying and what Daniel was
1,000%.
saying, and this is what we were bringing up. What we were bringing, like there are these females who are requesting things from men, right? Being open enough to share themselves emotionally, but then knock the men
for opening
for
up.
opening up and
Right.
for being emotional about
So
things.
Ellie,
you know?
as somebody, so I can say this for Ellie, that somebody who I've known,
Mhm.
if y'all don't know, I've known Ellie for 10
Over
plus
10
years.
years. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over 10 years. So when I went through certain things in my life, and you and T were there for me, y'all pulled up to the house. And y'all came and it was like, you know what? I'm there for you and your brother. And y'all came, you brought chopped cheese and all that good stuff. And then we sitting there cooking. Y'all was just there, regardless of whatever you did. You know what I mean? Like you were just there for us.
Mhm.
And I mean, everything you did, you know, a few months ago, you would just say, you know what? I'm gonna be there for you know, me and my brother, and then everybody. Y'all was just there. So it don't matter. Like that's what y'all saying. Like,
But yeah, that's what I'm
it.
saying.
And
Like
that's family, that's friendship.
Yeah.
That's all of this.
he
It's
said
like, what
men
y'all
aren't
saying?
taught to express and
But
feel.
when I sat
Males,
there and cried, I sat there and I had a moment that I was like, you know what? I was good, and then I just started crying. But you was like, y'all was just like, yo,
Yeah.
y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all want to cry, then y'all cry.
Yeah, but you know what, Daniel? When
I
which
just want to read it
which-
so everybody
yeah,
hears.
yeah,
It says
read it.
men aren't taught to express or feel. Males learn by experience exposure while women actually learn and infer at the same time. He said, I'm a firm believer of that saying, can't complain, who's going to listen? A lot of men don't express themselves, but it does make them men. They move on, go about their business. He said, y'all are women who give a fuck what men think and try to build. Many females that have proximity to are not trying to grow and build through the storms. And the reason why that is because women have that same thing that y'all go through. It's
Mhm.
just more focused on men.
Mhm.
Because I could tell you right now, and I don't care who gets upset, but the way that I grew up, I couldn't trust myself. I couldn't trust my inner person or whatever.
Yeah,
I grew up in a sense where my feelings were constantly invalidated. You have to do this. I don't care how you feel about it. This is what you have to do.
Mhm.
So growing up, and especially as an adult, I had to relearn how to trust myself in certain things
Mhm.
because how I felt wasn't being addressed. And when I did address it, it was like, oh, you being soft. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. This is
Yeah.
what you got to do, and
Yeah.
that's it. That
Yeah.
happens to men and women.
Yeah.
It's
does.
just the
Yeah.
pressure
Right.
is a little bit more for men openly than for
openly.
women.
Yeah.
Openly.
And I'll stem it as, because we're probably all in around the same age, right? And there's going to be younger people who are seeing this and even older people, but me being a mother for a boy and a girl, you know what I mean? The one thing I am trying to teach my son, is that it's okay for him to feel certain things. Even though sometimes I'm like, yeah, man up, like I bother him like, man up. And then I'm like, you know what, but I have to, be like, no, baby, it's okay. It's okay that you're feeling this. Like, don't, and don't ever, even when I yell at him and then I feel like horrible, right? Because I'm that person. Because you have to play both roles sometimes, and it's just like, and then I'm like, no, baby, but at the same time, you can't let anyone treat you like this. You're not gonna let, you know what I mean?
Remember,
but
I'm a middle child and I'm the oldest boy.
Yeah,
I'm the middle child and the oldest boy. So for me to, you know what I mean, like, I'm not saying you're doing wrong by your son. Because we done had this conversation already. I've met your son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like for that, like you're doing a phenomenal job. But like it does you grow up once you hit a certain age. Like I'm 32 going on 33.
Yeah.
With a almost 11-year-old son and going on 8-year-old daughter. With those things, it's like, my mother tried her best. Being black and white, and my father, rest in peace, being fucking black and Puerto Rican it's all different. Yeah. Everything is all different. Culturally is different.
Culturally, especially the way we grew up.
All that shit is different. Yeah. Come from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. Like everything as far as the aspect of me growing up was different. My mindset was different. Me being in the streets and not being in the streets.
But I feel like
everything is different.
Yeah, I feel like what I'm doing though, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay for him to be like a man like you, who's gonna be able to be open about what he's feeling.
Be sure.
And be sure within himself.
Don't be no punk. Like don't let
not
nobody
be a
punk
pussy.
you.
Yeah, don't be a punk.
But when it comes down to
you're allowed to feel how you feel.
Yeah.
And
we outside.
That's one thing. And you guys, like, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate it. Like, I get it. He said when men express insecurities, we are told to man up, not working through it or talk about it. Facts, because when we have or tried, it doesn't do anything, or at least for most of the time. I hear what you're saying, but y'all gotta change that.
Yeah,
we all have to change it. All of us gotta change that.
So for me,
with our kids, we have to instill that because
I do that with my son.
Yeah,
exactly.
I do that with my son because my son has a big boy.
Yeah, but like Daniel, I'm not sure if you have kids, but Teddy, you I'm not sure either if you have kids or not, but that's where we have to make the change, right?
That's a fact.
That's where we have to make the change. But then you also right now in your personal lives, if you guys cannot feel open enough with the person that you're with or with someone that you're trying to be with, then you're not trying to make the
even
changes.
with yourself.
You're not trying to mostly
That's
with yourself.
fact,
mostly with yourself. You're not trying to make the changes you need to. And that even goes with Ellie too. Like, you know what I mean? Ellie brought up a situation. She had a conversation and she kind of
that's something that I have to do within myself. And that's something that I'm
like
still learning
if
from
you're gonna be
from where
stuck,
I've been
exactly
to now. I'm like, I really started gauging and that's another thing too. You have to know when you got to take a time out.
Right.
Because you can continue to make bad decisions because you're not in the right headspace. If I can't, like, who was I?
If I can't do it, how?
Because I tell you right now, who was I to sit there and make major life decisions based on temporary feelings because I never addressed shit that needed to be addressed?
Exactly.
I'm just having conversations with my mom now. Like she told me, she said, when you were younger, how did you feel? Because I suffer from anxiety really freaking bad. And my mom said, so does your little sister. Why do you think this is? And I told my mom, I sat down and I said, Mom, a lot of it had to do with the way we were raised. We really didn't have a say. Our feelings didn't matter in the decisions that you made for us. Therefore, as we grew up as an adult, it was hard for us to make decisions because we didn't trust ourselves. So who was I to not trust my instincts and my inner self, right? The person that I became to be making major life decisions that I'm still dealing with today.
Yeah.
So I tell y'all from experience, hopefully you don't do the same. If you feel, and I tell my friends this all the time because I have a lot of guy friends that tell me, yo, I feel like fuck this. I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to be outside. I'm going to just do this because at the end of the day, I can never be real with a woman. Listen, if you can't be real with a female, then she ain't a woman.
Exactly.
That's
And
it.
Teddy and Daniel, like Daniel, you said you had no kids, and then you said I feel it doesn't do anything, but that's my opinion. And again, I'm going to repeat this again. This comes to the point where you need to know what you want for yourself and how you're going to change it for yourself. Point blank. It's and for Teddy, the reason why we're bringing this up, and I feel like I'm always advocating for both male and female, because I know who I am, I know where I am in my life as a woman, I know the wrongs that I've done, and I've learned from them. You know what I mean? To be able to point things out, and I feel like I'm trying to send this message for females out there to be able to change their mind and be able to submit and be able to be like, okay, this is my man or this is my masculine partner, or whatever the case may be, for them to be able to submit and understand that y'all human too.
He said he's a single dad. No, he said me being me, if she does something that bothers me, I address it off rip, because when you let someone slide once, they start ice skating. And I that's something, and Teddy, this is something that I'm just getting into right now in my life. She knows it. And sometimes me and her go through it because she knows it now, because I'm a late bloomer when it comes to that. I used to let everything the fuck slide. I had no boundaries. And now that I'm setting boundaries, there's a lot of people in my life that aren't going to be here long, or they saw themselves out, because I took accountability for settling and accepting the bad behavior. But from this point moving forward, I refuse to accept it. That's something that I'm going through now, where it's hard because there's a lot of people that have been around for X amount of years, and it's hard to go back and forth. But you're right. You have to address it off rip. And you know what? And also, with losing people, because we're at an age where I feel like our friends are losing parents, or we're losing friends to dumb shit and dumb behavior.
Somebody's
like
calling
I
in.
feel like we losing a lot of people.
Oh wow. Can we? All right, we gotta take this.
Oh God.
Excuse me. Hello, sir. How you feeling tonight? Can we get your opinion on what's going on today?
Not well.
Can you actually wait? What? What's that? Come on, give us something to actually go off of.
Wait. Okay, what do you want? Like, am I live and I don't know if I'm just
yes,
everybody can hear you live.
Who is that? Well, who is that?
We can hear you.
Okay, just for everybody's context to know, this is Josh.
This is Josh.
My cousin, that sound like my cousin.
Yes.
Yo, Josh.
What up, Josh?
Josh, what's the word, Josh?
I was gonna work for you guys.
Mikey's here. What up, nigga?
It was heartbreak. It was trust issue, but I don't really.
Okay, so Josh.
Josh, call the line. Josh, call the line.
Josh, so my question to you is, do you feel like as a man, you are unable to express yourself around women without being sensitive?
Yo, Josh, you remember that? That's a
Mike, wait,
sensitive topic for me and you.
Hold on. Do you feel? Wait, what did you say? Do you feel?
I said, do you feel like as a man, it's hard for you to express yourself without coming off as sensitive to women? Is that an issue that you deal with?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. And why do you feel like that?
I've seen that, yeah, but I'm not. Because I'm very feminine. I do things like that. I move my arms. I wave my hands. I still ain't. Like even the shape of my face is like feminine, but I'm not. And my mannerisms, I'm talking shit like that. Like, oh, this must be good. Like, no, not much. But it's because I'm sensitive. It works. And my like the femininity, yeah, that works. But I'm very masculine in how I approach things. But I just move like swift motion. So the sensitive people, people hate them because they give up to emotions to other people, making them feel, oh, like, why do I have to deal with your problems? I got my own problems. Okay, that's cool. You may have your own problems, but you want to take on it as much as I want to take it on from you. They get annoyed with sensitive people because they want to people mainly just want to feel like number one themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who matter. Even though they can say they care for other people, it may not always mean that they will care for other people over themselves.
Yeah, no, I understand you. I completely agree with you because I feel like it's not only about communication, but it's also about comprehension as well. Yeah.
Why I'm being sad. Like why I'm mad.
Yeah.
But people don't,
because you have to understand that you can't just
kind of ignore it sometimes.
Yeah, you can't just hear it out. Like you have to and that's another thing with like you give what you should be giving what you get, right? But that's not always like that because a lot of people want to communicate. They want you to understand. Yes.
What you give to somebody doesn't mean that you really have to get it back.
You're not gonna
reciprocation. You have to understand if you want somebody to understand how you feel.
You know.
Yeah, if you want somebody to understand how you feel, you have to understand how they feel. You have to take that time and that energy. Yeah.
It's childish. It's very childish.
No, I said in order for it's reciprocation. In order for if I expect you to understand how I feel, I should take the time out to try to understand what you feel. And that's the way a relationship works. Any type of relationship.
Any type of relationship.
That's the same thing. That's a partnership. Without a doubt, that's like if I'm taking you on, you should be able to take me on as well because we should understand each other just while we're together. It's over here, you know.
Yeah. It's very one-sided. It becomes one-sided.
Let me all that shit like yo, bro. Josh.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big homie. You know, it's your cousin here. You know what I mean? Like we had this conversation like, you know, a couple weeks ago. It's like that same type of shit. It's like if people gonna be people need to be people. And I mean we gotta know it's understanding. It's understanding. And I think people need to understand that about themselves. It's like if you're gonna, you know, coexist with somebody, we all need to have that conversation. The realization of like having the conversation with people because people just think like everything is gonna be what it's gonna be. And it's not really that. People need to have that realistic conversation with people. And then when people start to have that conversation with people, a lot of things will operate better. Like, you know, people just need to just know, like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. And if people don't want, if it's not the same thing, then people need to decide, like, you know what, you want this and I want this. So it ain't that. And people need to just operate that way. Like, you know, it is what it is.
Ultimately, that's just
it's not realistic for the moment, but it's about to be. And that's what it's gonna be.
People have to before someone can look at themselves with somebody else, they have to look at the mirror and see if they can be with themselves.
Facts.
Exactly.
And that's why I said you gotta know when to take a break, tap out, you know, bow out.
Breaks. We're not taking breaks.
No, you gotta take a break. You gotta fall back. Fall back. Yeah, but you gotta work on yourself.
I think I put up something else that I really.
Yeah, I guess you call it a break to see if I could see myself with you. Ultimately, you still gotta see yourself with yourself.
What he's
like, okay, so can I put that on somebody else?
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta take a
You're right, Josh.
Yeah, no, and that's what we agree 100%. But like I also feel like you know, at one point when you're in a relationship, and I posted something up again when it comes to this situation, you need time to yourself. If it's a day or 2 days, a person individually needs a time to themselves. You can't be with the person. It's fun to be with them every day, but like you need that time to yourself to do what you like to do, and then also share and to be yourself, and then have that time with that person.
Hold on, Josh.
Help you become the better person that you should be. That is a possibility out there. Like 100%. Like for me, I always thought in the back of my mind, I know this is wild and shit, but if I had a kid. But you know, I have it, so.
But
makes me feel like I would be like as a future plan. Like we don't have that future feeling of somebody making you a better person. That's my future plan.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, thanks for calling in. We
Appreciate
appreciate
you,
your
Josh.
input.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
No doubt.
Enjoy the rest of your shift.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Love you.
All right.
Love you.
Later.
Now, Daniel said personal space is key, and I say this all the time. I've been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's very
Can I touch on that real
easy to get lost in a relationship. You become a different person.
You do.
And you need to be yourself. You need to have your time to be yourself.
So, as somebody who went through a relationship where I had to check in every second, when I tell you, the moment I was able to be myself and be free enough to just live my own peace, people don't understand how wonderful that feels. To know it's to know that at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I want to, or I'm living this because I want to. Like,
I'm gonna cook what I want to cook.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Getting into a relationship after my other relationship, like, it was like I wanted to have my own separate friends. I wanted to have my own separate life. Because at the end of the day, people need to understand, regardless of what type of relationship you get into, when you guys separate, those mutual friends you guys made together have to choose a side. Regardless if they feel like they do or not, it's gonna come down to that point where either one or the other, or somebody's gonna make them feel somebody's gonna make them feel like
said T is exhaling right now.
Yeah.
Bro,
and
I've been waiting for her to be able to breathe.
Yeah, man.
I've been
She's
like,
breathing.
bitch, you need to breathe.
You need to breathe.
At the end of the day, people need to understand that the point where it's like, yo, I'm going out with the boys tonight, or I'm going out with the girls tonight.
It's
that
needed.
is a moment to
It is
yourself,
needed.
and
It is
it's
needed.
needed.
It is needed.
I don't care. I don't care if
Wait,
you're in a
Daniel,
situationship.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in a marriage. I don't care if you're in a domestic partnership. When you separate and go out with your separate friends, that's your time to be
it's
you.
needed. It is
and that's
needed.
your time to breathe from your
Period.
significant other. If you quote unquote can't be you, which I feel if you can't be you, but around the person that you call for your love of your life, then that's a problem.
It is.
But either way, I feel like at the end of the day, that time where it's like, even if I am for instance, Claudia, say me and you are in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, if I hit you like, yo, I'm going out with the boys tonight. I'm going out with the boys tonight. I don't want you around. I don't want you to text me. I don't want you to call me.
You know, you want to know. You want to know.
At the end of the day, that's my moment to
do you want to know my response for that? I got two responses. Says, let me know when you get there safely. I mean, just let me know when you get there safely. Have a ball. And come home. That's it.
Well, and that's what it should. But that's what it should be, though.
And it should be.
But that's what it should be, though.
But not everybody
goes through that.
Wait, guys.
But Daniel.
I wanted to address him. He said, but taking a break in personal space is two different things.
No,
I think he misunderstood what I meant by taking a break. What I meant by taking a break is like literally stopping. No, but I'm saying it literally stop living for a second. Pull yourself together and then go back out. You know what I mean? Like sit the bench. Sit the bench for a little bit.
Can we get into mental? So
get yourself together so you can play the game.
Yeah.
So Ellie, so with that being said, mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's like
that's a complete big part of it.
Yeah. Mental health, not only mental, sometimes physically, sometimes you're too tired.
For me,
sometimes you
for
burn
a lot of
yourself
people,
out.
it's a mental health. You know what I mean? So like, let me just sit
Daniel, he
and
said
breathe.
it. Do you need money?
Let me breathe. Though.
You want my cash?
Let me have a mental health.
Daniel,
moment.
you can send us some bottles. Daniel, you
what's
can
up?
That's another question that you asked. And
do you want my
cash?
I need to get the Cash App or the Venmo for this.
We actually got a PO box. We're gonna announce later.
But
all that
next week. We're gonna announce the
Teddy
PO box
said
next
people
week.
will try to isolate you to regulate you, and that is fucking fact.
That is a fucking fact.
If you in a relationship where the person's constantly like over you,
right,
and not letting you be yourself,
and not letting you breathe,
and not letting you breathe,
it's not conducive to your mental
That's
health.
because they're trying to control your ass.
I agree 1,000%.
When I tell y'all, when I tell y'all,
I seen her.
I had somebody control every
grown ass people. Yes.
Every move I made,
they want to be
I
under your
couldn't
ass.
I couldn't walk out the house without having to report to the person where I went
That's
to
not
in the
fair.
next 5
That's
seconds.
And that's a toxic.
That's
exactly.
a toxic situation. Yes.
And then I would be at work. I would get that call at the second it was supposed to be my lunch break.
That's not it.
I would get that call at the second it was supposed to be my break.
Yeah.
I would get that call at the second I was supposed to be clocking out.
Not it.
And if I didn't answer that call, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing.
There with the next bitch. No,
so at the end of the day,
that ain't it.
At the end of the day, as somebody who's been through it, I can honestly say when you get that breath of fresh air and you really get that moment to where you can breathe and know that it's yours.
It's like you drowning.
It's like
it's like
you
giving
underwater. A baby.
Right?
No, and I'm gonna be honest. It's like giving a baby candy for the first time. Because when I tell y'all the first month that I was able to breathe and know that I was breathing, and it's bad to say to know that I was breathing for myself.
But that's not it.
I know, but this is what I'm saying.
And
wait,
this is what we
wait,
wait.
wait. Listen.
Listen.
One second.
Comedy, of course.
Oh, of course. But when I can tell y'all, when I got to that point where it was like I can breathe for myself, I can walk out this house and know I can go to the bar and not have to sit there and FaceTime somebody to let them know who I'm with.
This bitch went crazy. I was there.
I'm not supposed to sit there and let them know.
I just want to say
who I'm around.
When I'm outside, niggas know when I'm outside.
You know what?
Respectfully.
You know what though? But look, I'm gonna point out something.
They can't do that on my sisters. Like,
was she? Was she?
Don't do that. Don't do that with me. Don't do that with me. I say that shit outside. You know
was she
like,
always?
Don't play that.
Hold on. Was she always like that, or did something happen between y'all when she became like that?
So here's the thing.
Because that's
let me be very honest about this. Let me be very honest about this person.
Come on, teacher.
So when it came to this relationship, and I'm like Ellie had just said earlier,
she went crazy.
No.
Okay.
I'm the type of person I ignore red flags.
You turn that shit the fuck up. Come on.
So
come on.
I was talking to her while she was with somebody else. And I saw the fact that she would clock shorty all the time. But I constantly told her, like, yo, like, you could never do that to me. Like, I would never, like, you're not about to sit here and tell me I can be who I want to be around. Like, I'm a social person. That's just the type of person I am.
And that goes to show like learning and growing, right? Because a person, when you talking to somebody, when you start a relationship with somebody, whether it's a friend or you know, a significant other, a person will sell yourself. It's like buying a car, right? They will sell themselves. They will tell you all the good shit. But they show you the bad shit. But you listening to the sales pitch. You ain't watching if the car, if the flat tire.
I heard the sales. I heard the exact sales pitch. I heard that. I heard the fine print. Let me put it that way. Because hold on, exactly. Everybody hears the sales pitch and everybody hears the fine print. I heard the fine print and I ignored it because I felt like I could never be that person to accept the fine print. I can never be that person to go through what the person in the fine print is going through. I'm not about to accept that. I'm not about what you about to do. What?
Yeah. Sign a contract.
Now with me.
Unfortunately, love makes you do.
It's Ramadan. It's Ramadan.
I know.
That means Ramadan. Word out loud.
So
come on, we're not doing that.
I literally it was to the point where it was like, I'm not about to be like that bitch. Like you
said, because them red flags feel like you're at Six Flags.
Yo,
the head is
boy, Nitro, American Scream Machine, Superman, Batman. I was on all of them, boy. Like, oh my God.
Yo, and that's facts. That's
with
facts.
no restraints.
Then you said in the beginning, you always have a representative. You're never real.
But now, Daniel, here's my problem. I was 5 years into the representative before we actually got into a relationship.
Come on, T.
Which is why I sit here and say I saw all the red flags and ignored everything because I felt like I would never be that person.
Why you allowed that?
And then I sat there and fell. And when I say I fell hard.
Yep.
And I felt so hard that I tried to sit there and make the relationship work for a completely different reason than us.
And let me give y'all insight to the dynamic that me and Tisha are, right? So like Tisha is the
Hold
friend
on, because I feel like
that
you're
sees-
talking
no,
about a
this is
completely
funny.
different.
No. Listen.
Okay.
So Tisha is the type to see the red flags and be like, they look fun, right? She'll be like, oh, that looks fun. I'll write it. I'll get off. It's all right, right? And I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person where I see the red flags and I start overthinking.
Crazy.
I start overthinking about the red flags, and then she tells me you thinking too much, and then I just shut the brain off. There's no in between. It's either I'm completely
Pause.
over fucking thinking,
Pause.
or I'm not
Pause.
thinking at all. Tell me I'm
Pause.
right or
No,
wrong.
you're not.
Yes.
You're not. Because when I see your red flags and I be trying to point them shits out to you, you sit there and be like, but maybe I'm thinking too much. All right, so you are thinking
That's
too
what I
much. Stop
said.
thinking into
Did
it.
you not just hear what
No.
I said? I either
No.
overthink or I don't think at all about it.
And then you said, I tell you you're thinking too much and you start to shut it off. No.
in the beginning,
I'll tell
Yeah.
you that
like,
you're
yo, doing too
right.
much.
And then you're sitting there, I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. Okay, so you are thinking too much. Stop fucking thinking into it. Like, stop it. Leave it alone. Let it flow.
But it's society that doesn't let you be real.
Oh no, definitely.
Mm-mm.
No. There's certain societal points.
That was working.
No.
There's certain
Now it's
societal
working.
Daniel,
points.
All of a sudden I'm
Daniel,
back
like,
out
so-
here.
Daniel-
You know what I mean? Like,
Daniel,
yo,
I think
Fermi.
Daniel, I think you're stuck in a bubble
he's in limbo.
because
He's in
I
I
don't
don't think
I
Daniel's
don't
stuck
think
in a bubble.
I-
I feel like
no,
Daniel's
I-
been through a couple things that he
No.
just don't want to talk about.
No, of course.
Daniel,
I
pull
think so
up.
too. But the reason why I said I think he's stuck in a bubble was because of that comment. The fact that you would think that society doesn't let you be real, it's BS.
What's
It's
Daniel
BS hit
thing?
because
Yo, Daniel, what's your thing?
anyone
That's-
can
yo,
be real for
that's-
themselves.
yeah,
Like
that's-
you're gonna know if you're real or not from the date. Like
Yeah, so
you
That-
so
my
the
guy.
only time, and this is something that I had to learn too, because I got my mom's mad Hispanic, and she's one of those like, oh my
Hella
god, you gotta work,
Hispanic.
you gotta make sure that you gotta be careful. We gotta worry about what people think. Da 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 da. No, once I stopped caring about what people thought,
I heard you.
and I didn't give a fuck. Like after that part, that shit was awesome. There is nothing. I'm gonna be me regardless of how people feel about it. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself, right? You have to live with yourself. You have to live with the decisions that you make. Therefore, you have to make those decisions.
yeah.
And you can't make those decisions based on what people think you should be doing or how people feel about you. Because what the fuck does their opinion matter? If they're
Exactly.
not fucking financing you, and even then, right? Even then, if they're
Even
not
if-
feeding, fucking,
even-
and financing you,
even
even then, if you don't want to fuck me, finance me, whatever, feed me with the way that I am, then I don't want your money. I don't want your food. And you could go fuck somebody else. Respectfully.
I like to feed women though. You hungry? Hey, if you hungry, like yo, let's go get some to eat.
Mike, go somewhere.
If you want to eat, like
I
yo,
know.
let's go get some food.
There he goes again with the food.
Right? I'm fucking weak.
Like that's
Like,
all
oh,
this nigga
hungry.
thinks about is food.
Don't mind my
Yo, this
skinny
kid
ass.
could eat.
But
I
guys,
wanna
But
go
guys,
eat.
guys,
it was
Let's go
real.
eat.
It was
it
real
was
today.
fucking real today. We had a good show. Mike,
Yes.
thanks for showing up.
Yo,
and
appreciate
showing
you,
out.
Mike.
Let me pull up and
Yeah,
you.
now you know the vibes because he
My
be like, yo,
sisters.
y'all be on some shit. Yeah, we be on some shit because we come from here.
Hello, good morning.
I appreciate Ellie, Claudia, T.
Wait. Daniel
already
said,
know.
wait. Well, let's
Let
address
me
this real
come
quick.
through.
He said, think about it. If you were on a date, would a guy be able to tell you what and who he really is, his likes and dislikes without being judged? We put this rep persona. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna judge a guy more if he's acting basic, how society believes him to be, or blah, 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 than him telling me how he really is.
And respectfully, not for nothing, I'm literally gonna respect the female more if she's up front with me on the first date than she is going forward.
And this is the problem with dating today, right? Because
Everybody wants to give off this persona.
what they
Or
want.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck about what you want to show society. What the fuck are you behind closed doors when nobody's
Exactly.
around?
I don't give a
When
fuck.
Facebook is not on your phone, what are you doing?
Yeah,
When TikTok is not in your face, what are you doing?
facts.
When Twitter is not at your fingers, what are you doing?
Mhm.
Like, that's the type of person I want to know. I don't wanna know-
Teddy.
I wanna
I
know
don't
what
want,
y'all
I
wanna
don't want to
eat.
know the type of
Y'all
person
order
that's
whatever.
on Facebook. I want to know the type of person that is laying in your bed right now. I want to know the type of person that is laying there making the post. I want to know the type of person that is sitting there.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
telling
Gee,
me
you crazy.
what's going. I'm sorry, because at the end of the day, I feel like
Nah, because I respect that too. I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
I hate the persona
hate
people
that
show
shit.
off.
Yeah.
I just
I've been
want the
tricked by
women to
so many
order what they
people's
want.
personas
I like
that
to
I've
feed
like gone
women.
into the relationships that I've never wanted to go into.
But I think that's why we all get along pretty well because it's like we don't sugarcoat anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna see me upset, you're gonna see me upset. Like if you're
And
not gonna
that's
see me
it.
upset, you're not gonna see me upset. Like,
Not for nothing.
you
I
know?
knew
What you
Ellie
gonna
was a
do?
strong friend because not the first month and a half that I really started chilling with you, I cursed Ellie out in the middle of the bar for absolutely no reason. Only because I seen my ex in my visions. And I knew she showed up, but she showed up. No, I knew she showed up, but she showed up for 2.5 and left because she seen me. But I immediately went off.
Her?
I didn't, but I immediately went off. But no, Mike, because you weren't even there that night. I went off on Ellie, I went off on Lynn, and I went off on Danny that night for the fact that she showed
But she ain't
up.
go off on me though, yeah.
And the
yeah,
three
right,
of them sat there and took it.
Yep.
That was the night that I knew, all right, my nigga, y'all is strong enough to be my
Yeah, because we
friends.
were like, "Are you done?
Are you finished?
Are you done?
Are you finished or are you done? Are you finished or are you done? $1 million worth of game. $1 million worth of game.
Well, listen, guys, we appreciate you guys
Yes.
for tuning in. We appreciate your opinions. We respect y'all. We love y'all.
We
Thanks
love
for
the
tuning
fact
in.
that y'all tune
Please
into
tune in
us.
every Wednesday because right now
Every
we the number one
Wednesday.
show. So like,
Yo,
share,
yo, yo, yo,
subscribe.
yo.
Number
Girls
one.
gone
Number
wine.
one.
Girls
Make sure y'all
gone
shout us
wine.
out to y'all
Shout out
friends.
to
Make
my
sure y'all-
sisters. Girls
Therefore,
gone wine. Tune in every Wednesday.
Listen, tell your peoples. Get your peoples in here. Even if they
Yeah.
don't like it at first,
It
they
is
want
what
us
it
to talk
is.
about something.
Listen,
Let us know.
Yo,
we-
tell
we
them to hit
told
us
you
up. Let us know what they want to talk about.
every
We'll talk
social
about
Girls
it.
media-
gone wine.
Girls Gone Wine, number one on Reflex Radio. Please,
heard?
guys,
You heard?
download the app.
You heard? I
You will
forgot.
see our podcast on
That me?
on
what
on
is the app?
Spotify.
on Spotify,
on
Apple Music,
Reflex Radio is on
Apple
both
Podcasts.
both
On Apple
Apple
Podcasts.
and
Very
Android
Yeah.
stores.
Yep.
Like we're on Facebook, we're on
Yeah,
Instagram,
we on Facebook, Instagram.
we're about to be on TikTok. Like, come on, guys,
We're
Come out
everywhere.
here.
Share our
Exactly.
shit.
You guys can DM us too.
It's not always not everybody could tune in on Wednesdays
Yo,
live. You could catch
listen.
us on freaking YouTube. You could catch us on Spotify,
All right,
Apple Podcasts. Please
So-
download the app.
we're gonna do
Girls
Instagram
Gone
handles.
Wine.
My Instagram handle
We're gonna
is
keep saying Girls Gone Wine.
TSCA_ look at my life, and life is with a Y.
You heard?
Ellie.
Girls gone wine.
I don't know mine. I don't know why she does this.
It
to
don't
me.
matter.
Yeah,
Girls
sure.
gone
Anyway,
wine.
Claudia.
Girls
All right,
gone
and
wine.
I'm gonna be at
Girls
it's
gone wine.
Miss C D Bell _ music.
There we go,
We
y'all.
love y'all. We really
love
do.
y'all.
We look
Girls
forward
Gone
to
Wine
this
on
shit.
Instagram also.
Girls gone
Again,
wine.
we're the number
guys.
one show. Get your peoples in here.
Get your-
Follow
Let's
people.
go.
out here. You
We're
know what I
trying
mean?
to get
The
Follow
Lord
us.
always
Follow
making
our
it gonna-
social media. We're gonna put some PO box information if y'all want to send us some gifts, some wine.
that PO
Or-
box information
Oh,
will
wait.
be
Wow.
here by 1 p.m. tomorrow, the
Yes,
latest.
and we're
Yeah.
also, we're gonna be doing a lot for the show. We're trying to promote like people. I think I'm coming in. I told you about the food
Yes, ma'am.
situation. I got a lot of friends, businesses. So
And
we're here to
happy
promote.
birthday,
Hit us
Teddy.
up.
I hope you turn the
Yes,
fuck up.
Yo,
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday to Teddy.
Aries
Teddy.
gang all
Yeah, man,
day.
yeah.
Hold on, I am gonna bring it back.
Day.
We missed Tanaya's birthday because we ended up not doing the show for
That's
her birthday.
right,
So happy
Tanaya.
birthday to Tanaya. She was
Yes.
the 16th of March.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday
That's
to
right,
our-
boo.
Happy birthday to our
Tanaya.
graphics designer. There we go. That's the name.
right.
But guys, thank you guys for tuning in again. Download the app.
Girls
Follow
Gone Wine,
Reflex
happy
Radio
birthday.
on YouTube. There's
Yes,
other
sir.
podcasts that are dope as fuck if you're into sports.
Always.
Out of Bounds, I think on Monday.
How about
Tuesday,
Oh,
Tuesday.
Divorced Men, right?
Divorced
Or is
Men,
it the
that's on
Divorced
Sunday
Men?
night.
That's on
After
There's a
Sunday.
party
few.
is Saturday.
Yo, tune in. Y'all
Tune
missing
in.
out.
Reflex Radio. Download the
Yes.
app.
Reflex Radio.
DM us if you guys have any topics. Please let us
But
know.
we love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Victoria
8ish to
didn't-
10ish. Victoria will be here. We're gonna work on our
Yes.
little kinks.
Victoria's in the backgrounds right now, making sure we get views. So shout outs
Yeah.
to Victoria.
Vicky.
Shout
right
out to
now.
Vicky.
Always
She's doing a damn thing.
That's a
Mhm.
fact. Always on the admin side of
We
this
love
thing.
you
Girls
guys. See you
Gone
next
Wine.
week.
Bye.